back hours, and so I'm down to 40 now, so I'll be with you a couple more days this week, but not now.
So how can
And then what?
Because our microphones are up and on.
And then what?
So that's what I need to do.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Hold on, he's teaching them how to do something.
Yeah, I'll be with you, I think, the rest of the week intermittently.
So can I just leave these like this the whole
Yep,
time?
exactly, because when you turn them on, they'll get programmed. When they're off,
So
they get
up
offline.
and off,
Mm-hmm.
and then Q.
Yep,
Up, off, and Q in the brakes.
and now,
Or
with
the
these
hot,
up,
whatever we say.
You know, if we ever have the same board app for more than
yeah.
Okay.
3 months,
30
Hang on,
seconds,
guys.
guys.
I think alarms go off at headquarters.
Stay connected with all of Denver's talk station on Twitter
All right, guys, 20 to the open.
right now at 630 KHOW. $1,000 in your hand. Denver's talk station has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, WORK. That's WORK. Enter it now at khow.com.
All right, you guys are up.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino on 630 KHOW.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe where we are here to solve problems, answer questions, and take complaints, and make your life just a little easier. This hour brought to you by RealCBDThatWorks.com. Yes, if you have pain, inflammation, anxiety, Panacea Life Sciences right here in Golden. They supply CBD products all over the country, can do you a solid. You get 30% off with Tom in the promo code. Use this, RealCBDThatWorks.com for pain, inflammation, and anxiety. It's wonderful for travel, by the way. So welcome. Now, I see that I have John Fuller up. And is he going to be here with us for a while, or do we have him for a specific call? I believe he's going to be with us for a while. Is that right?
He's here for the day.
Okay, that is very cool. Because we've had some issues piling up, little ones. Now, when we get a call on personal injury, we always get John on to talk about accidents. And then we have emails from time to time that we have, or texts or information, and we pile them up for when he's going to be here, and we talk about it. And, John, the main deal here is, when do you call an attorney? That seems to be the biggest question we get. You know what I'm saying? Like, people get hurt. Like, oh, I was just rear-ended. Geez, I don't feel like I'm hurting. I mean, there's a lot of little fender benders. Then there's even more serious accidents where a lot of people are pretty stoic. So I guess the question is, the first and most common question, when do you call an attorney?
Well, that's a great question, Tom, and good morning. You know, I like to kind of flip these questions around sometimes and just say, let's look at this from the perspective of the insurance company. You know, these insurance companies spend zillions of dollars to try to figure out how they can save money every chance that they can. And so if they get first crack at somebody before they've talked to an attorney and before they've gone to the doctor and before they woke up 2 or 3 days later and they're still having trouble getting out of bed, and they can make these claims go away for, you know, $500 or $250 or something ridiculous like that, then they have saved themselves thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And I have had a million people over the years that call me after the fact and say, did I mess up when I got that check and just deposited it without thinking I was doing any harm to my case? And the answer is, yeah, you just completely settled your case, and it is over and done with. So from my perspective, the very best time to call an attorney is right up front. Get the advice you need to know what you're looking for and what to look out for, and to prepare you for those conversations that you're going to have with the insurance companies, both for your own company and for the company of the person that caused the accident. These are very important communications, and you need to be prepared to do them correctly.
Okay, next question. When do you lose your rights? Okay, you just said if you sign away and settle, but what about time-wise? What if I had an accident 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago? I mean, what timeline am I on?
So in Colorado, the legal deadline for all automobile accidents is 3 years, okay? Now, there's a few different variations of that can change things. For instance, if you are involved in an accident with a government actor, somebody driving a government vehicle, an RTD bus, stuff like that, and there are deadlines that go along with those cases that have to be satisfied within the first 6 months of the accident. And so, if in doubt, do yourself a favor and give me a call in the beginning, and let's just explore those issues and prepare you, so that you don't mess up and miss one of those important deadlines.
All right, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Of course, we're not talking only personal injury, but if you have any questions, John will be here. We want to talk to Elijah now. And then I have a follow-up on our friend, Todd. He's been texting me. So, wow, let's talk with that. And do you have Todd's number?
You need to explain who Todd is.
I will. But Kelly, do you have his number, or do I need to send it to you? Kelly is there. Kelly, do you have Todd's number from before?
Can you not hear?
I'll go to Elijah now, and then I hope to get an answer sometime today. Elijah, what's happening?
Hello?
Hi, what's going on, man? How do we help you?
So basically what's going on is my whole unit building in my apartment has been out of heat and no hot water for about over 2 weeks already.
We had this before, didn't we? Was this Ivy Crossing?
Yes.
It's Ivy
Yeah,
again.
this is Ivy Crossings, yes.
This is crazy. Now, did anyone contact them from our staff? I thought we wanted...
Deputy Doc has tried calling over there a lot. We have one lady that sometime today was going to walk over to the management office and come on air with us, but I don't know when that's going down.
Yeah, we got to do that. Or we can have him do it. I mean, this is getting ridiculous.
That's a great idea.
This is getting ridiculous.
I've contacted legal services today because I'm about done with trying to go through with management. I've already went to the leasing office in person one time, and they told me they couldn't help me with no hotel vouchers, no heaters or anything.
Do you know we've had...
These guys are scumbags.
No, we've had a number of complaints. I'm looking back here. We've had a number of complaints.
10 at least in the last 2 weeks.
And I've calculated the proration of everyone in this building, and it's about $12,000 that everyone doesn't have to pay because of the law. Colorado law states that you could withhold rent.
Yeah, but you have to do it in a certain way. I agree with you. We have to do it in a certain way, okay? I don't want you just withholding rent. It's a warrant of habitability. And man, I'm telling you, Mark, I'm looking back, there is a ton of complaints here. A ton.
Yeah, it never ends with these guys. The worst part is they're not giving any information when it's going to be fixed.
That's the problem. There is no communication, and that's the thing that's bothering me right now. No communication whatsoever. So I have a number of...
Hey, Doc, you want to drive... Doc, would you drive down there and get in their face during the show today?
I'll do it right now.
You will?
Wow. Right, here's the deal. If Elijah goes there, and there's somebody in the office now, I'll drive over right now.
Let's do it.
Elijah?
Is there someone there now?
There's probably a leasing agent. I don't know about a manager, though. We could go, though.
All right,
I'll go.
All right, go over there. If there's somebody there, call us back, and we'll drive over there.
Good idea.
You know, this is getting pretty serious. I mean, they have no
somebody's
gas.
Got to answer something.
They have no hot water. They got to say something, for God's sakes. I mean, Ivy Crossing, where is this place?
Hell.
It's by Hampton I-25, right?
Why do they feel they can get away with this without even addressing it? So,
Because they're really a crooked apartment. It's not
well,
really
crooked in what? What does crooked mean?
Honestly, if you go on Yelp and you search up this place, you'll see that there has been like dumpsters, like the dumpster casings, they got burned down. People break inside other people's homes to go sleep in there. Homeless people, people break into people's cars. It's a bad apartment. And like a few years, like 2 years back, I used to live with my mother, and I got shot at inside my car. And so I tried to take legal action to try to at least
Wait a minute.
move somewhere safe.
You got shot at inside your car while you're at Ivy Crossing?
Yeah, I did. It was a long time ago. I had a whole open case about it. It's still probably
All right.
ongoing.
Listen, is Ivy Crossing unsafe?
It is very unsafe, honestly.
Okay, we need to do something. We need to do something.
I'll drive over there.
Hold on now. You, Elijah, coordinate with Kelly and see if somebody's in the office. Deputy Doc will go over and have a nice talk with him and say, look, are you in touch with the ownership? And are they doing something? And, I mean, certainly there's got to be hotel vouchers or something for people who are infirmed or older with kids. There's no hot water. There's no heat. There's no air. Is that right?
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing going on. Just cold water and no hot water, nothing.
And isn't the HVAC system out, I was told?
It's something like the boiler, yeah, like
Yeah, okay, that's what it was, because of the gas. So the gas affects the water and the heat.
I'm gonna go check the office, okay?
And listen, I used heat last night, a little heat.
First, they actually said there was a gas smell. One of the callers we had a couple weeks ago, they smelled gas, they told the management, and all of a sudden, they turned the boiler off, and it's been weeks. That's kind of all we know.
Right now.
Well, hold on. First let Elijah confirm someone's there before you go out there. Then Deputy...
I'm heading down there right now. I'm gonna go walk into the office.
Well, don't walk in until Deputy Doc gets there, but just see if someone's there.
Okay.
All right, and then let us know. I'm going to put you on hold right now so we can take a quick break. And Mark Major, are you aware that your video is frozen?
I'm not even up on video, bro.
Well, there's a still picture of you. Maybe we should take that down. It's hideous. Oh, it's from last week. I'm sorry. You have a cap on and a T-shirt, and I thought, what the hell is he doing? Okay, more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. Let me tell you something, okay? You have to be serious when it comes to insurance. Compass Insurance Group is doing the free analysis, independent of your insurance. This is important, and I'll tell you why. Because you need to know you're not underinsured. 303-996-9000. More coming up.
The Tree Farms Memorial Day sale going on.
All right, Tom, you've got Empower
Gotcha,
Mortgage
sir.
and Sheridan Auto Tech here.
Gotcha.
25%
Oh, by the
off
way,
all sizes of
did
shade trees
Shannon
and
tell
flowering
you
trees,
about
including maple, oak, and
the
more 3-year-old
on Mondays the board op
Oak
buys
maple
pizza
trees now
for us?
just $119.99 each.
You're going to have to give me some money for that. You know how we get paid around here.
Going on now.
10 seconds to your lives here.
235, then 5 miles west to the tree farm.
Go.
Empower Reverse Mortgage. That's Mark Massey and his team. I know them personally. They will take care of you if you're thinking about a reverse loan. They will walk you through the process, explain the whole thing. Reverse loans are where you tap your equity. If you're 62 or older, he has a product actually that goes down to 55 years of age. Give him a call, ask your questions. You'll never be upside down in a reverse loan, and it's something that can help you possibly stay in your home with assistance or tap the equity for other reasons. 720-500-7719. That's 720-500-7719. I love Sheridan Auto Tech for many, many reasons. It's an auto repair facility, and you should love it too for the same reasons. You may not really put all these things together, but he's got all of the ingredients that make a great place. First of all, longevity. In business more than 20 years. Honesty, experience, knowledge, convenience, and value. That's why it's like a family over there. Uncle Kevin, I call him as a joke. It's fun. You'll go there, you can get maintenance, repairs, light and heavy, electrical issues as well, 2 locations in Lakewood and Aurora. Call for more details or go online. 303-455-7242, 455-7242, SheridanAutotech.com.
Are you tired of paying your brokers high fees even when you lose your money?
And up, and then Q. All right, you guys hear me back there?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, you guys are off air, but you are in queue. So
Right, got you. We can talk.
Okay,
Thanks.
Tom, did you want Todd's number?
Oh, no, do you have it?
Yeah.
I want to get him on and evaluate his flyer when we have room, and we do now.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, I already have. I have some text from him.
By the way, Raul/Jorge.
I've been in touch with him.
He already called this morning, but he had to go to a job, so he's going to try to call around 11. So
Good.
I'm just forewarning you about that.
I know, but I've been in touch with him. Did you see the email?
I did, yeah.
So he
And
responded positively to it.
He still hasn't sent me any of the stuff that he said he was going to over the weekend that he was trying to get together.
Right.
So he may just go on and just defend himself or whatever.
Whatever.
But at this point, I'm just, walking on eggshells around that dude.
No, I understand.
He sucks. I'd bet you $100 he didn't refund them.
His email, Tom.
Well, he won't send any of the evidentiary support.
I
Mark.
know.
So, I mean...
Yeah, I know. He said he got a cashier's check
Right.
and no one cashed it.
Right.
No, that's the part I want. But
I
Mark,
know.
I don't want to inflame him on the radio.
No.
I mean, yeah, let's not...
But I do,
Have
wait.
a
I do
representation
want
of
to,
what
ask
happened
him
last
about
week.
stuff, for sure.
I'm in North Carolina. I don't care if we inflame him.
Thanks. Some of us are actually here, and I have
Poor Kelly's the only one there.
I have a slightly big event happening on Thursday that I need to, not be shot for.
Picky.
My son's graduating.
Man,
Oh,
it has
that's
rained
nice.
24 hours straight again.
I got to answer. Man, I don't want to answer this online, but I'll. Now I'm told the surgeon may not be able to get me in until June.
Why would it be June?
Well, because I'm not an emergency.
What are the lives in the next
you see,
segment?
As bad as my back is.
Oh, well, June's a week out, Tom.
Okay. Oh, as bad as my back is.
No?
You're right,
Sometimes
it
there's
is.
none.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's in the beginning of
Okay,
June.
so-
No, wait, is it June or July? Let
All
me
right,
see.
so-
What I'm saying is this, as bad as I am, it's not an emergency because I'm not losing function. See,
Sometimes
Talib
there
was
isn't.
losing function.
I just remember when I was working the show, there was like
Yeah.
4 every spot.
I know. It's, again, this just stupefies me as to why they just threw you into this thinking, yeah, let's just go ahead and put any random person on it.
Hey, make sure Grant knows when he's talking to us in this format, people are hearing
Wait,
him.
is that
Yep.
General Grant?
Yes, it is.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that. I'm going to give him a hard time. Okay, good.
Feel free, everyone else is.
Well, he knows what he's doing. He knows our show.
So what are they doing, Grant? They're pulling Shannon from us again?
Yes, it's like we have some overtime restriction now, but we're not hiring anyone still, so it's just very frustrating.
This is crazy, man.
Oh, my God.
We're back in 10 here, guys.
What do you say? Shannon's full?
I'm going to have to do this. This is really...
30 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
Tom Martino here, 303-713 Talk 713-8255. Garage Magic is there for your garage floors. You can have beautiful garage floors or patios or warehouses or hangers or pool decks, Garage Magic with the polyaspartic coatings. They're very rugged, lifetime warranty. All employees, no subs, the whole front range. 720-600-HOME. 720-600-HOME, GarageMagic.com. Welcome to the show. I'm Tom. Let's talk. Let's see what's on your mind and what we can do for you. And we love helping people, okay? And John Fuller is with us. Fuller Law. And we are using him as our expert for questions you may have on personal injury. myaccidentlawyer.co. And we have one. And this is one that came up years ago, the guy said, but he wanted to know about it. The guy had now, I don't laugh, but this is a true story. Guy had a classic car, an antique car that he spent hours and hours and days and weeks and years to restore it, okay? It's out in front of his house, and some guy rams into it after just getting it done. Now, don't laugh, but he wants to know. This was years ago, but he never pursued it, but it always bothered him. Could he have ever claimed pain and suffering for a loss like that? I don't know, John. I mean, I've heard more. You probably heard this before, stuff like this. I mean, he wasn't in the car. He didn't get injured. His kids weren't in it. No one was in it, not even his dog. Can he claim that, well, sure, you can pay me for the car, but I'm still, I'm still upset. John?
You've got two issues there, Tom. The first is obviously just the value of the property damage, and that's going to be handled like any other car. Classic cars are tough because valuation is always is kind of a moving target. What is it? It's worth more to one person than perhaps another, so that's always a challenge. But assuming that you can arrive at a value for the car, the sentimental value, that I think is going to be a tougher sell, and certainly the burden of proof would be on the gentleman claiming those damages. I mean, I guess in theory it is, it could be proven, but I could say in 20 years of doing this, I've never seen a damage category like that being claimed.
Yeah, okay. And then along that line, I had another issue, and this really...
Well, on that...
Go ahead.
A quick follow-up on that. John, how about a pet? It just made me think about that. Your favorite dog's in the car with you, and the dog ends up killed, or just something really bad happens to the dog. Do you get reimbursed for all the vet bills? And then if the dog dies, how do you value your furry friend, or don't they?
And I want to make this clear. John is normally retained for pain and suffering and medical and economic losses, but not property damage. Is that right, John?
Right, and your pet, again, would be something more in the category of property. I think if you suffered vet bills as a direct result of an accident, those probably would be compensable. But simply the emotional aspect of losing that pet, I don't know that that's really a legitimate damage category that you could claim.
303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We're talking to John Fuller, personal injury attorney, plus taking your calls. And I'm going to have a follow-up on Todd. And I did some research on this. I really did. I honest to God did, with women and girls. And he was, okay, there's an issue with Todd, and he called the show. And rather than just dismiss him as a weirdo, I wanted to look into it because I really felt sorry for him. And I think he probably has some social cues missing. He doesn't know how to read social cues. And John Fuller, by the way, I want to get back to you. This I never got this out, but on a crash, and again, you don't do property damage. I understand this, but you understand it. What about valuable contents in a car? Do you think people could go after valuable contents in a car even if they weren't in the car? Aren't they entitled to any loss?
Absolutely. Yeah, we have content issues all the time. People lose eyeglasses, iPhones, child care seats, computers in the front seat all the time. It's totally part of the property damage.
Okay. And
Tom,
again, go ahead.
the first time Suzanne and I hired John, we got T-boned, and we were coming back from Costco. We had about $1,000 worth of meat, and, you know, it's a bulk buy deal, and it was unbelievable, man. We ended up getting reimbursed for almost all of it because it all got taken away in our car. So we just gave the receipt in, and we got that $1,000 back.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I have a text. Why don't, frustrates this guy, why don't attorneys doing personal injury, why don't they help people with their property damage? And again, they're not talking about you, they're talking about the industry. John, why is that? I mean, that comes up a lot on this show. You know that from being on the show.
Yeah, you bet. And it's a great question. And the reality is we help people all the time with property damage. But whether or not we truly represent them on the case is a different matter. There's several things that come into play on that, and it's a legitimate question. But the first of which is if I inform an insurance company that I represent you on your property damage, no longer will there be any direct communication between that insurance company and the client. And so unless you want me to be involved in every step of the process involving your body shop and all of the other issues that go into getting a car repaired, I'm only going to be an impediment to that process. So that's number one. Number two, most property claims resolve themselves. It's only a small majority or small minority, I should say, where there actually are issues that center around a disagreement in value. But the third and most important reason, and just to be completely honest, is there's no mechanism for me to get paid. And so I am privileged to represent all my clients, and generally on a contingency basis, which means that I'm allowed to front load the case and advance all of the expenses and the costs and the labor and the time and everything else on the cases with the understanding and expectation that I get paid at the end. But for a car, there is no mechanism. I can't take a percentage of a vehicle, and if I took any percentage of the dollar amount of a vehicle, then you're going to be left even less made whole than you ordinarily would on a property damage settlement. So it's just not the type of claim that lends itself very well to a contingency fee arrangement, and I've yet to meet a client who wants to engage somebody on an hourly basis or any other basis to help resolve those issues with the car. So
Got it.
We try our very best to help our clients to understand the process, how to help out on valuation, but it's just not the type of claim that lends itself very well to having a contingency fee-based attorney on their case.
And by the way, that was a text question. You can text the show. Just put Tom in there somewhere so we know it's me. And it's 57739. That's the short code you can text. 57739. We have John Fuller as a guest. We're going to talk to Todd, who called the show about Instagram and some other things, and we'll get into that, okay? I don't want to get into it right now. I want to get into it when we come back from a quick message from our sponsors. And I want to tell you about Water Pros. Every day I thank Water Pros. Another benefit, making coffee with that water, unbelievable. And waterpros.net will get you to Paul the Waterman, and you'll get a complete system installed in your home for for drinking water at your kitchen for under $1,000. This is something that plumbers spend way more than that. Waterpros.net.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplan.
Hey, did Doc take off to go over there?
I'm waiting for...
We're waiting to see if someone's in the office. So he doesn't go over there for nothing.
Yeah, of course.
All right, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick.
Hey, what happened to your fingers?
Mark, I don't want to talk online right now about this stuff.
Okay.
I'll talk to you.
Looks like you smashed them.
Yeah.
Is this James? Jim? Hi.
Mark, I was
my name's
wrong. It's
Kelly.
July.
I'm calling from the Tom Martino Troubleshooter Show. And
July's a lot different.
Inquiry,
I know.
Your
I know.
voicemail that came in regarding some issues that
And
you're
is that
having.
Talib Surgeon?
Yeah.
And so did you want to talk to Tom and Mark about it to try to lead toward a resolution?
You guys are also live, by the way.
perfect, Jim. And,
Hey, John, can you
just
hear me?
Refresh.
Yes,
you
I
had
can.
some medical issues, correct?
Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know how he pumped you in like that. That's really cool.
And I can also hear Kelly on the phone with the caller, too.
Yeah, everybody on YouTube, we have it so they can hear both of us remote and Grant and Kelly, but I didn't know they could pipe the phone in like that. That's really cool.
I'm here.
You know, you helped me out
So sorry to hear that.
quite a bit on property.
Jim,
I'm sure
gonna
you
go
do it to
ahead-
every
I'm gonna
client,
go
but
ahead and put you in
I
the
said,
queue.
you know, they're not
There
giving
might
me
be
the
a
proper
little bit of wait
evaluation
time,
on this
but
car,
Tom
and you
Mark
did. You
are,
told me exactly
going
what
to
to do,
talk
and I
to
did
you
it, and I
and
got
ask
the
you
proper
some
amount.
direct questions and
Yep,
try to get
exactly.
you toward.
So I know
if
what
you
you're
need a
saying, but
lawyer
you
or
really
if there's
do
an
help
expert
people,
who
but
might
you're
be
right.
able
I
to
mean,
help
you're
you.
not
We do have
taking
a
over
personal injury lawyer
Yeah,
on
it's
today.
that
just
part
the
of the
difference
case.
between
Might be
helping
able to give you
people
some
and then
advice.
taking over
So,
and being
there's
the
a lot of
representative.
people
And
that can help
most
you.
of the
Okay,
time,
so just
and I've
hang on
done
a
that
second.
on the occasional case, but most of the time people end up
Absolutely,
regretting
Jim.
it
Okay,
because
hang on
then
for me.
nobody will talk directly to the owner of the car. They have to go through the office. I end up invariably being
All right.
out of the office in a deposition,
Hey,
and
Elijah,
you know
were
it
you
just
able
makes
to walk
for
over? Was there
makes
anybody in the
things
building?
slower and less efficient than they need to be. You know.
Yeah.
There are people in the building? Okay. All right, hang on. I'm going to let Doc know, okay?
Looks like Doc's on his way.
You know, when
Someone there.
Okay.
Hey, Tom.
when we helped, when you...
Yeah, what's going on, Kelly?
So Elijah said that there are people in the building right now if Doc wants to go.
Okay, good. He's going.
All right, so can I cut Elijah since Doc is heading over?
Yeah, right for now, for sure.
Give Doc Elijah's number.
I don't have Doc's cell phone. I would text it to him.
Okay, you need his phone number.
Suzanne will text you
the
his
number
text.
to Deputy
Wait,
Doc.
hold on. I might have it. I don't know if this is his cell phone, though. I have a contact
Suzanne's
number.
sending it to you.
I do have a contact number. I just don't know if this is his cell phone, and I don't want to give...
What's it end with? What are the last two?
Let me see.
Deputy Doc says text it to him.
Okay. I have... My God, where is it? Hold on. I just had it.
Did I have a break? Didn't I have some spots this?
No.
nothing.
No spots
next
this
one.
week.
You're gonna text that number to him, right?
Yes, I'm going to text it.
We're going to get it figured out.
Crap.
John, what I was going to say is when we got you, we hired
crap.
you for Addie's accident the second
I
time.
change that up.
Her car, this part was crazy, man. That car was brand new. I mean, less than 6 months old, brand new from Hyundai, and we bought it for $12,500. It was just a little Elantra, and we actually got from the other insurance company because they totaled it $14,000 something. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I thought I
we
had
got
John's
more
number.
than what
I
we
just
paid
have his
for it
email.
a half a year before.
She texted.
Nice. Well, you don't have
Yeah,
any
it was
cars older than
crazy.
6 months, do you, Mark?
Perfect.
Not many. You should see Suzanne's new ride. It is sweet, man.
You like that?
It's a Genesis GV80.
Did your Tesla come in?
No. God, you know, you put down the money on it, you can't get it refunded, and then they moved it. We were supposed to get it like within 30 to 45 days. Then they moved it out
Lot of
twice.
moving
Now
parts
it
to
could
this
be as
show.
late as December.
All right, Elijah,
Oh,
so
wow.
we've got Deputy Doc on his way there.
1 minute,
What is
guys.
the best number to reach you at once he gets there? All right.
It has
We got
just
it.
been
All right,
raining.
I'm gonna
and
go ahead.
raining.
I'm gonna text him your number, so he'll call you
Well,
when
it's
he gets
better
on
than
site.
95 degrees,
And
though, isn't
hopefully we can get
I
to a
couldn't believe you
resolution
all
to
got
this, okay?
snow.
I know.
And not
Thanks
a
so much,
little bit.
Elijah. Really appreciate it. Take care. Okay.
I thought Tom was kidding. I thought they were talking little flurries, so I pulled up our Arlo at our house. Holy shit, there was a snowstorm.
Yes.
Yep.
32.
I really thought, Tom, I honestly thought you were full of crap when you said it could be like a blizzard.
It was for a while.
I know. I saw it on camera. I couldn't believe it.
We got 7 inches at my house, but it all melted overnight. It just ruined a few trees.
Coming back here.
Hey, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Welcome to the show. I remember some ridiculous thing happening to us one time. A guy called John. This is not, again, personal injury. I just want to tell you about it. His car was parked outside the house, and it was an older one, and he kept it in pristine condition. And I forget how it happened. I really forget the detail.
He got rear-ended in the middle of the night, Tom.
Right. And they offered him a certain amount of money, like $1,200, $1,500, maybe $25, whatever it was. And then he wanted to keep it.
They totaled it.
Yeah, they totaled it. But he wanted to keep it to fix it, so he had to buy it back. And the net result was zero. In other words,
zero.
If he got a check and wanted to buy the salvage, he'd have to give the check back or something. It was something similar because it was an old car. So,
yeah, it was worth like $1,250.
So
and they
as
said,
a
okay,
so
well, if
it
you
was
want to buy
as
it back,
I swear to God, though, the situation was as if a guy walks up to you and says, "Hey, while you were sleeping, I totaled your car, but we have good news. You get to keep it." I mean, it really turned out so ridiculous. Like, you get to keep it, and no, I know what it was, Mark. He got to keep it, and he didn't have to pay him anything. Because they said, listen, if you want to keep it, instead of us paying you, and then you paying us back, just keep it. So I said,
just keep it.
That's ridiculous. This guy just ran into the car, and then awarded him the car. Hey, bud, don't
there
worry.
Was absolutely nothing.
You get to keep the car, and you don't have to pay us. I mean, think about that. I mean, the way that happened was ridiculous. But with the way prices are and all that, it could happen. Anyway, I do have Todd on, but I want to take Jim first. And Todd, I want you to stand because I really did take some time. I swear to God, I had people read your flyer. Independent people, women especially, and girls, and I wanted to know what they thought of it. And I got some answers. Jim, you have an issue with being laid off. What's going on?
Yes. Thank you, Tom. Yes, I was laid off in February, late February. I got sick in March and was kind of really loopy for a few weeks.
Why were you laid off? You were laid off before you got sick, is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, Jim.
I was laid off because I'm a contract driver, and the contract ended, and the company that I was working for didn't have any other work here in Colorado.
Right, and what month was that? What month was that?
February.
Okay. And then what happened? You got sick.
I got sick, and I ended up in the hospital on March 3rd, and I was kind of out of it and not really thinking. And then my wife and I had to run to California for a family member's illness. And then I got sick again, and I had to have surgery on April 3rd.
In California?
In California. And I had to have my gallbladder out. And I feel fine on that, so I'm recovering everything, but I am buried in $92,000 of medical debt, and I don't know how to handle it.
Now, wait a minute. Did you have insurance at your job?
Yes.
Well, was it extended when you were laid off?
No.
Why?
Because I was sick, and I didn't get the letter, and I wasn't paying attention to the
So you didn't sign up for the COBRA, nor did you get an individual plan?
That is correct.
Well, I hate to say this because I don't want people getting mad at me, and but this is how the system works. How much do you make right now? Are you disabled?
No, I'm still unemployed.
And do you have equity in your house?
Yes.
How much?
My house is paid off.
How much is it worth?
What, 250?
Yeah, bankruptcy's not going to be that good of an option for him.
No, if he had no assets, he could do a bankruptcy tomorrow and be done with it.
Oh, heck yeah, but he's got to
You have to take, in your case, Jim, you literally have to do a self-pay, see if you can whittle that down as small as possible, and then take out a loan on your house.
You know, there are some ways you can get insurance. I don't remember what they are from Integra, but like if you move out of state or if you get divorced or if you get married, there is some life-changing events that you could actually get a Obamacare policy almost instantly.
Yeah,
if
but
you're willing to figure out what those are.
But it doesn't go retroactive.
No, the only thing I know that would go retro is Medicaid sometimes. But
yeah, and you could be a candidate for Medicaid if you had no money. It doesn't matter that your house was paid off. It only goes by income. Let's get Integra Insurance on and just ask them.
That's a heck of a good idea right there, because I think you're right. It's purely income-based, not asset. You could be a billionaire technically and be on Medicare.
That's exact. Well...
Or Medicaid.
I think that would be almost impossible. I'll tell you why, Mark. Not because you have a house paid off or stuff, but your income on interest on $1 billion, you couldn't help it. You know.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. So it does go
there
by.
Is millionaires on it.
There are millionaires on it, millionaires on paper, but if they make any investment or interest income, it's counted against them. Let's come back and talk about this. Is important. We need to get Integra Insurance on. I'm Tom Martino. Remember, any and all of your calls, if we can help you, that's what this show's all about. You know, we help, and it's a relief from politics and all that crap. We're not trying to push anything except help. 303-713-8255. I'm trying to balance my monitor.
Impact traffic.
So we get no feedback.
US 6 is closed between...
It's been a lot better since that first round.
I turned it down.
Hey, you've got QC manufacturing here and 30 seconds.
Okay, I wish you would have written it down.
Cleared up. You want to use I-70 as your alternate.
Thank you.
I-25 and I-70 moving well through the heart of the metro. There's construction delay on...
You need more time, Tom?
No, I got it.
Flow traffic coming off of I-70 almost up to I-76. Fox 31 pinpoint weather. Chance for rain today and tomorrow. Our high today 62. Tomorrow.
And do I do Mandy?
Yeah.
And then
whenever they're throwing me all over the place lately, man.
With your impact traffic and weather.
What time
I'm Chris
is her show on?
6:30
noon. So I'm not on it today.
Got you down. The sleep.
All right, 10 seconds. QC manufacturing.
A king bed for a queen price. And save up to $500 off during the best Memorial Day sale ever. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying purchase.
Go.
You know, there's a way to save money on air conditioning bills and still have a cool, comfortable home by de-stratifying your house. That sounds like a scientific thing and complicated. It's not. Just get a whole house fan. Quiet, cool whole house fans. QCcolorado.com. I have one. I have two different homes. I have them. They de-stratify the air. They take the cool air from below and circulate it through the house. Now listen to this. It works. It works. It works. You got to use it the right way. Turn it on in the morning or late afternoons, and you will always have a differential in temperature that will help your air conditioner work less. And you have fresh, cool air. QCcolorado.com, 303-800-3419, 303-800-3419.
Tired of long waits and...
Oh. I already need Chardonnay.
Did you get my text, Kelly, on that flyer?
Yeah, I can send it to you.
On the phone.
Yeah, send it. I'll put it. I just want to put it up on the YouTube feed.
Put what up?
Oh my God, people have been begging for that. I don't know if you want to do that.
Well, why?
because people have literally been begging for the flyer.
Okay, well, I'll put it up. Or maybe I won't.
What is this flyer for, Mark?
Okay, so this nut, and I don't care what Tom says, the guy's a nut. He was walking around like some kind of fair, handing out these flyers he made to women. Or a park,
the flyer was
John.
in the park.
People, and it's not like I want to mow your lawn. They're like, why women should be men's best friend, or why your best friend should be a woman, something along that.
No. No, you're mixing it up. So that was the one that he did hand out at the festival, was the article about why it's best for women to have women friends if you're a man. But the actual note that he wrote and hands out to girls randomly in parks.
I gotta find him. I can't find it now. Damn it! Oh, there it is. There it is. Mark, let me.
Do we have it?
Yeah. Let me though. Don't Let's not. The guy's the guy's
crazy.
Slow, Mark. He's slow.
Oof.
No, I'm
Okay.
serious. It's not like he's some villain. I mean, I'm serious, and I don't want to.
Man, I don't think it gets any creepier than that.
Mark, he's not, okay, but I'm telling you that it's not the kind of thing we want to make fun of.
I would get really upset, like if I was in a park with Addie and some creepo walked up and handed her some weird thing like that.
I know it. But you got to look behind it, his intentions. I don't want to be told,
Kelly, did you get that emailed?
Yeah, I have it. I'm sending it to you right now, but again, I'm sending it from help, so let me know if you don't get it.
All right.
Do you know what I'm saying, Mark? I'm saying it's creepy, for sure. I let some girls read it, my daughter and her friends. They were freaked out.
They're probably scarred for life.
No, but here's the thing.
So Grant, just so you know, what they're talking about is, hi, I'm Todd, and I would be ready to get out and enjoy life again. Climb a mountain, go for a bike ride, even grab a coffee and exchange stories with a friend.
That's
who
not
does
what this
have a
one says.
Sweetheart, kind friend. Unfortunately, some female friend had been blocking me, who I just met on Instagram, is holding me back from me being able to enjoy my life. If you had time...
Kelly, that's not the flyer.
No, the flyer was just the article.
No, this is what he hands out at parks.
The flyer, not what she's reading.
No, this.
Not what she's reading.
No, this.
Mark, what are you saying this? I mean, what this? Is it the one that says summertime?
No.
Okay, well, be accurate, because that's the one I'm talking about. Looking for women to be best friend. By Tom.
No, this is the extra creepy one.
Coming back here, guys.
Mark, I'm going to talk about this one because he's not handing out that other one anymore.
Yeah, this is...
Now. Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALKS, 303-713-8255. We are here to help you solve problems, answer questions, take complaints, make your life a little easier. And I want to tell you about Renew Home Innovations, a beautiful bathroom system for new showers or baths or shower-bath combinations. They are made custom to your liking, with wall systems that look exactly like stone with no maintenance. And what I love is their special pricing for seniors. They can build it around you, or vets, especially disabled vets. They can build it any way you want, with benches, grab bars, special entries, no threshold. You can roll over or walk over them easily, or just have a beautiful bathroom. And RenewHomeInnovations.com, 303-904-2000, 303-904-2000. Okay. Oh, by the way, half off labor on that. RenewHomeInnovations.com, 303-904-2000. That's a special he's running this month. Let's talk to Todd real quick. And Todd, listen. Your approach, I'm just going to tell you straight up, because you called me and I let you text me, and I really felt you were not dangerous. I felt you were a little behind in social skills. Okay?
Oh.
Really, really, Todd, I don't know what it is, but I think you have some disabilities in that area. I do.
Right.
I think that, and that's why I recommended counseling, not because I don't think you're dangerous, but what am I? I'm just a moke here reading what you handed out, but I let other people read it. And I wanted to get their opinion on it. This latest flyer where it says it's summertime, that's the one. When you were handing that out, Todd, what were people saying?
Actually, I haven't even hung out yet. I was just trying to making sure if there's if this is something.
Okay, so you were running this by me before you handed it out?
Yes.
Okay, let me read it to people. He had done something similar to this before, and then also on Instagram, a lot of women blocked him. Todd's wondering why. Okay, Todd, seriously, this is what, it's weird, okay? Every single woman who read this said it's creepy and weird. Now you're thinking, why? I'm just looking for a friend. I want to read this real quick. It's a headline, and it says, Mark, do you have this one? Looking for women to be best friend. It's a headline. It's colorful. It says by Todd and his last name. Or no, excuse me, by Todd. And then he says ages 20 to 49 are welcome. Summertime. Then it says it's summertime, June to September 2022. Every woman needs to know about me. Here's why. Hi, Miss or Ms. I'm Todd. I'm 26 years old. I grew up in Denver, Colorado, and I lived here most of my life. I usually go to Sloan Lake Park, Sheridan and 17th. I lost my opportunity, and it's holding me back from enjoying my life. I'll explain later. Volunteer for a friend named Todd who needs your advice. Todd, at this moment, I need a hug. I really feel sad after what happened on Instagram. If you don't mind, I'd like to become your friend. How you want to be, I respect your way. Feel free to introduce yourself after you read this flyer. Happy summertime. Let's be friends. You may scan me, this QR code, for my blog to get to know about me. And then he gave a little link to his link tree. Only who is sincere and who has a kind of heart may send me a text message. If you have any questions, you may ask me, and you put down your phone number. Okay, Todd, that is not a way to approach women and get friends. It's creepy. I mean, it's honest, but it's creepy. You asked my opinion. I let girls read this and young women read this, and not one of them said they would respond to something like this. In fact, they would think the person's weird. We'll come back.
How long will this bull market last? What will the next recession look like?
Top of the hour.
All right, Tom, you're going to have a spot here after the top of the hour news and traffic. It'll be Colorado Pain Care.
Okay, listen. It's really hard for me. Okay. Is there a way, do you have a record? He used to, didn't he tell you he pulls out recordeds for those that I record just for him? He didn't tell you that,
but I can find a recorded 30 for Colorado Pain
If
Care.
you can you play that, please?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Because inside the break is weird for me because I'm actually doing stuff, but if I have to do it, I will.
Okay. If I don't find one, I'll let you know.
Hey, and Tom, I think I don't have that Sunshine flyer, so he must have sent that to you directly.
Okay. I'll share it with you guys.
You might want to just forward that to...
I'm going to forward it to Mark and to you.
I like his other one where he wants the hugs.
Well, that's what he said on this one, Mark.
I don't know.
I'm going to send it to Kachina Kalori and to Mark.
At this moment, I need a hug.
He said that on this one.
That's the one that got me.
Didn't you hear me on this one? That's what he was saying.
I heard you.
Mark, why do I have an 866 number here for you? What is that? Oh, no. What is 866?
866-966-HELP.
No, we have an 866-302-7878. What's that?
Oh, my God.
That might be for credit cards. I'm not sure.
Okay. Anyway, there you go. I just texted your cell.
Are
Both
you
of
done
you.
with Jim?
Huh?
Are you done with Jim?
No,
The one that
no.
has the issue with medical issues and
No,
layoffs?
we're bringing, I want to get Integra on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you heard that.
I did not.
Hi, I'm Todd. I would be ready to get out and enjoy life
John.
again. Climb a mountain, go for a bike ride, even grab coffee and exchange stories with a friend that has sweetheart kind friend.
God, shut up, Mark. You make.
I also happen to need an attorney right now. Do you know of a good attorney that could help
Negative.
me?
No, sir. You sure don't. Don't do it.
Someone that will answer their phone at all hours of the night.
This sounds like a job for Fuller Law to
personal
me.
cell phone that's on 24/7. Yes. I know your cell phone too, Mark. Don't be careful. You know.
Yeah, I know. Actually, this guy probably needs a Lazara's number more than an attorney.
Yeah.
What are you in for? I was passing out flyers to these women. Naked.
Oh, the old flyer trick, right.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Flyer
Oh, my
trick.
God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No.
You know he's a peeping Tom, too, I'm sure.
Now that I don't think. But this guy is definitely weird.
Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, shit.
I could tell you guys stories, but I won't do it on in the present. In the present
In the
environment.
presence of people.
Exactly. I used to handle some criminal cases, you know.
Oh my God.
Does this sound like a criminal to you?
I'm just saying.
Borderline.
Not yet.
You know, we had a couple callers that actually called in about this guy and said that he sounds like he's on the spectrum of like Asperger's.
That's right. That's right. That's why I don't want to make fun of him. Deputy Smarty Pants says Todd needs professional help before he gets arrested.
Yes.
Well, I was going to say he might be on the spectrum of defendant, but
It's, I don't know, man. It's really creepy. How old is he? Do we know that?
26 is what it
26,
said.
yeah.
God.
And he lives with his mom.
Maybe this is one time you should take directly under your wing and into your house.
Good morning.
There
Thanks
you
so
go.
much for calling the Tom Martino Troubleshooter Show. How can I help you?
Teach them how to pick up women.
You know, Trump
If you
is,
could teach them to fly that helicopter,
Trump is
you
going
could teach
too
them
far.
to pick up women.
Trump is going just too far.
well, there's a news flash.
Oh, you should see the guy across from us, man.
Okay,
He
did
is
you
the
leave a
ultimate
voicemail?
Trump man.
No,
Okay.
he put out a warning to any Republicans crossing him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that he'll...
Hey, Tom, his
What
endorsement's
seems to be-
huge, bro.
What seems to be your issue, ma'am?
Yeah, for primaries.
Yeah,
What
of
about
course.
general
It-
elections?
It's massive.
What about general elections?
Okay.
He'll have 80 million show up easy.
I think, in my opinion, he has more haters out there than lovers in the general population.
I can't imagine anybody voting for this guy again, though.
No, you're right about that. There's going to be a weird thing going.
Their bench is empty, man. I mean, Hillary basically, I don't know, lied to the FBI.
Yeah, but nobody's covering that, so nobody knows it.
Well,
That's why they were so terrified when he got in there. I mean, he was ready to expose half of Washington on both sides.
Okay, are you having trouble with your oxygen or?
Uh-oh. That could be a 911 call, Kelly.
Get a king bed for a queen price and save up to $500 off during the best Memorial Day sale ever. Plus, Get a free adjustable base with qualifying purchase.
Where are you heading next, Mark? What part of the world?
We're here till next week, and then, depending on Tom's schedule, we would be in Nashville another week and then home.
Oh, you're not going to make it south?
Oh.
The furthest we went, Hilton Head.
1 minute till we're back.
Actually, really the
What
furthest
did you
south.
want to talk to Tom about?
Wasn't it down where your sister was? What was that called?
Gulf Shores.
We were in the Gulf Shore, Mississippi.
Oh, yeah.
With Inogen? Is that what you have, Inogen? That was the Inogen oxygen. Inogen.
Oh, was it Alabama? Yeah, we're in Bama. Boy, I'll tell you this, you know when you're in Bama.
Back at 30.
Yep.
Okay.
It's like I didn't realize a Confederate flag still flew everywhere.
Okay, well, he doesn't really talk off air. He only
hey, I've seen. I've been in
air.
parts of Florida, man. You would think
Yeah, I
you
was
were
going to say,
in
you
Dixie.
go into North Florida, you'll see that sucker flying too. Big.
Here we go, guys.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Frank Duran, the real estate man, will do market valuations of your home. That's a market analysis to tell you what it will sell for. Things are changing right now, but I'll tell you what, there are people that put their house on the market, have a bidding war still, even with rates where they are, and that's because inventory is so light. But Frank Duran can tell you what it will sell for. That's more valuable than an appraisal for you doing the selling. It's more valuable than Zillow or anything like that. 303-920-1622 is Frank's number, and he will personally come over and conduct that with no obligation to list. But if you do list, you won't do better than Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. All right, let's talk. All right, we were talking to Todd. I'm going to wait on that and go back to it because I have people we need to talk to. And we're trying to get Integra Insurance on for Jim to talk about his medical issues, being laid off if there's anything retroactive. Kelly, do you have, did you call Integra?
Yeah, I'm working on getting
She's
him on
working
right
on
now.
that. Let's go to Ryan. Ryan, what's happening with your 2012 Jeep Liberty, Ryan?
Hi. First of all, thank you so much for answering my phone call. So I had my Jeep serviced at Grease Monkey on April 21st, and at the time my Jeep had 92,702 miles.
Yeah.
Approximately 12 days later, I'm driving to work, and my engine completely blows. I work up in Blackhawk, so this happened on I-70.
What did you take it to Grease Monkey for?
Oh, an oil change.
Okay.
An oil change, yeah. And so my engine blew, so without thinking about it, I had it towed to my mechanic. And during the inspection, they found there was no oil on the dipstick, and there's pictures and video of oil completely underneath the undercarriage. And then the oil filter was also not tight, and the oil was leaking from the filter.
Hey, Ryan, how long after your visit did this happen, your visit to Grease Monkey?
12 days later, and at the inspection, it had 93,131. So that was about maybe 420 miles later.
420 miles. Okay, good record keeping. Now, here's the deal.
Thanks.
Here's the deal. It sounds like they did something wrong. It sounds like more than a coincidence. And in an ideal world, they would just step up and do something. Are they doing anything, or are they claiming it's not their fault?
They're claiming it's not their fault, and here's why. I talked to the owner, and he said, because I didn't have it towed to them first, there was a good chance that he cannot prove that he was liable. Unless I towed it to them now, and they checked the oil filter. If the oil filter was faulty, then they would have then they would take ownership of what had happened. But
if the
they know it's
oil
not the
filter
oil
itself
filter.
was faulty, you'd be fine because the oil filter company would pay for the labor.
Right. But it's their negligence. It's why this has happened, and so they're not acting on it.
Wait a minute.
How do you know what actually happened?
I feel, well, what my mechanic told me is the oil filter wasn't tight. I mean, that's their fault, but there's no way, I guess, they're not willing to do anything about it unless it's the oil filter itself that's faulty. So at this point, my mechanic, he quoted the service at $5,800, and that's for the part and the labor. I still owe $12,000 on my Jeep, so any way I could find a solution
Wait a
to
minute,
help
wait a
them
minute.
pay
Okay.
for this.
Okay, hold on. You had it towed somewhere, and they looked at it right away, right?
Yes.
And they documented it, right?
Yes.
Then why does Grease Monkey not accept that?
Because they weren't the ones to look at it.
So what? You had a professional look at it. That's unreasonable. So they're saying because they didn't look at it, they have no idea if they're at fault.
Yes, yes.
That's
did the oil light come on? That was the first question I had.
Yeah, when my car stopped working on the highway, the oil light was definitely on.
Okay, how long was the oil light on? They're going to make an argument that you could have mitigated your damages by stopping sooner.
It wasn't until it was actually my car wasn't moving. The engine started making this atrocious noise. It was like a grinding sound and a knocking sound. So then I stopped driving, and that's when the oil light came on.
Okay, I get it. So the oil light came on, and you pulled over, and it was already seized. How much to change your engine out?
$5,800.
And the value of your vehicle?
I still owe about $12,000 on the vehicle. I just purchased this vehicle in December.
We have to help her. This is weird. This is weird.
You.
You have those photos from that other place. What kind of garage or maintenance facility did you have it towed to?
So I had this towed to Harcher's Garage. It's 2105 South Calumet Street.
Now,
He
how
does
did you find
amazing
that?
work.
How did you find that garage?
So when I had my car, when I bought the car first, it was covered underneath a 90-day warranty, and something had happened to where I needed it serviced, and so the warranty, Harcher's Garage, covered that warranty.
And what's
So
the
then
name of that garage? Archer?
Harcher, it's Harchers. Hartgers. Harchers.
Okay. Harchers. Okay. And
I'm going to give him a call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's call
Is
Harchers.
your vehicle still there?
Oh yeah, Harchers, but that guy is helping me out. It's Grease Monkey that hasn't been.
And which John Jones from Integra Insurance on, and we should talk to him. John, now, I want to talk about Jim. Basically, Jim was uninsured after losing his job. He didn't get, the COBRA, and he did not get independent insurance. So, we'd like to ask you, if he was unemployed and making no money, would he automatically have been, qualified for Medicaid? We know he'll qualify for Medicaid if he's not making money, is that right? But does it go retroactive? If he right now says, wait a minute, I should have applied, would it go retroactive, John?
It could back to 3 months. So
Jim,
part of the application.
Jim,
it'll
when
ask
did this
and then
happen
medical
after you
bills within the
being
last
laid
3
off,
months.
Jim?
Yeah, I'm here.
When did it happen?
didn't hear you.
Were laid off in February, and
Yeah,
then
I was
you got
notified
sick.
February 21st. I got sick in March, at the end of February, and I was taken to the hospital on March 3rd, and I was only in the ER for, I think, 12 hours. And then they gave me medications that made me kind of loopy for the next 2 weeks. And then I started feeling better. And then my wife and I had to rush out to California end of March and into April. And then I had another hospital visit where my gallbladder had to be removed.
And when was that?
April 3rd.
Okay, so it was within 3 months, but it was in another state in California, right?
Correct.
Oh.
What does that do to it?
Well, I know here. So here he can, if the household income, if they're a household of 2, I heard him say his wife, if it's below currently $1,931 a month, that's Medicaid's cutoff there. So if it's below that for the household, he could apply for Medicaid. I'd recommend doing it this week. And they ask, do you have any medical bills within the last 3 months? And so, you know, the ones here in Colorado, the hospitalization here in Colorado, that may be something that can be taken care of. If there's an emergency in California, he'd have to work with Medicaid to see if that's something that would be taken care of as well.
Isn't Medicaid a federal program?
It is, but it's state by state. I mean, every state is. And some states have expanded their own Medicaid, Colorado being one of them. And so yeah, I'm not. I'll be honest. I'm not familiar enough with Medicaid on how those out-of-state charges might be handled. He'd want to, once he gets set up with Medicaid, talk with someone who works for Medicaid with regards to that.
Hey, John.
He can't hear you. You got to get over here.
Hey, John, if he talks to the hospital in California and says, look, guys, I can't pay my bill, but if you apply retroactively for Medicaid, you'll get paid. Because I know when I was covering the emergency room at the hospital that I was at, if somebody came in and we did something for them, the hospital would apply retroactively for Medicaid in their behalf.
Right. But so that's here in Colorado, right? But in California, he's not a resident. He doesn't live in California, not a resident of California. So he can't apply for California Medicaid. He needs to do Colorado and then go from there.
Okay.
So, first things, Jim, apply for Medicaid. And then when they go retroactive, that's assuming that you would be eligible retroactively, right? And in other words, if you were making money in the past 3 months, they wouldn't cover you, right?
I believe that's the case, yes. Correct. But it sounds like he hasn't been, right?
Right, he hasn't been.
Okay. I'm still laid off on, I don't have unemployment and benefits.
Got a break.
All right, we have to take a break. That's your marching order. Call us back, Jim. You can always call 303-MARTINO as well. And that's John Jones from Integra Insurance, 303-466-5500. They help us all the time with different issues. And I want to tell you about realcbdthatworks.com for pain. If you're in pain, realcbdthatworks.com, and you get 30% off using Tom in the promo code. That's Panacea Life Sciences. We have more coming up.
Hey, Kelly, look at that note I did under Notes to Producer.
I gotcha.
I just talked to him. He'll come on. I forget.
Tom, you're going to have Art of Granite in 2 minutes.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Art of Granite, thank you.
Well, we certainly have people that can try, for sure. So let me go ahead and put you on hold, Curtis. And all right, Curtis. There might be a little bit of a wait time. So I just ask that you be patient, okay? Yeah.
Hey, Grant, do you have us in queue right now?
I do.
Okay. So when Tom does a live, what do you do?
I've just been leaving you there.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want me
So
to
we
take
should-
you out of it?
For me, like I said, there might be a little bit of a wait time, so we just ask that you're...
It doesn't go,
okay?
no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't go out over
You
the
just
air.
don't
It
wanna
just
talk
goes
'cause
out
you'll
like
hear
this.
it. Right, but Tom will hear you, so you don't want to talk during it, but...
Oh, he'll hear us.
Or maybe he won't, because he'll be on and up.
I don't think he does.
Okay.
Let's all talk to him and ask him questions while he's doing the spot.
During this Art of Granite in 30 seconds?
Yeah, we'll see.
He mutes himself, I believe.
Tom, do you hear us when you're doing him?
Just for the hell of it, in the middle of the spot, just say a word.
Okay, I want to see.
Yeah.
10 seconds. Art
I'll
of
use
Granite.
the F word.
Okay, that would be really good.
Hey, Mike, my name's Kelly. I'm calling from the Tom Martino Troubleshooter Show.
Then I will hear her.
And I believe that you've been in touch with Mark. So
So many people have told me about Orchard, and no wonder. It's the new way to sell. For example,
damaged by grease monkey. So just wanted your expertise if you have time to go on air. Okay, great. Mike, we are right in the middle of a break. So
All right, I
we've
lied.
got
It's 45
a little
seconds
bit of
from
time,
now.
about 3 minutes or so.
Usually he
so
puts me closer up
I miss
front.
Shannon already.
Usually he puts me way up front.
I wasn't sure
Shannon
if I was allowed
would
to
never-
move anything up here.
Will I have time to go to the restroom real quick after this?
Yeah, you'll have a 2 minutes. Well, I don't know. It'll be tight.
You creep.
Just use that jug you have.
There you go. All right, now we really are 10 seconds away from it.
Hey, Mark, is this Harker's garage number the number they give out for business?
Oh. Tom?
No one does better than the Art of Granite when you're looking for countertops. I love the way he does business. First and foremost, when you call his number, I'll give it to you in a second here, he will give you a price on the phone because he charges wholesale for all materials, and he tears out and hauls away free. He does the bathroom free when you have the kitchen done, and it's easy for him to price. He's proud of his prices. He'll do granite, any natural stone, any countertop material. TheArtofGranite.com, 303-386-5919.
2 minutes till we're back.
Could you hear us?
I can hear you now.
Could you hear us during the spot, Doc?
I was not in the room. So where are you now? In North Carolina?
Yeah, this place is unbelievable, man. This one's the Mac Daddy.
Where? I mean, what are you in?
We got a full,
Are you in?
I don't know.
are
I'll
you
take
in
some
Myrtle Beach
pictures, or
area?
I'll do a video of it. I just wish it wasn't raining.
Are we done with Jim?
Let me look.
We just had
No, yeah, because we used him for,
Integra.
Integra, yeah.
So he's...
I missed it. What did John say? Did you hear it? I don't remember.
Yeah, he basically, it's a California thing because he's a contract driver and some of the claims were all over the place. So I don't know if Tom is
Got it.
officially done with him or not.
Hey, Mark.
I don't know either then.
Mark, is Suze there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ask her if we have an angel at XL.
Babe, do we have an angel at XL?
Ooh.
Yes, just Kelly will have it.
Okay, because...
Email only, Doc.
Okay, I went over to this apartment complex,
Yep.
and you'll hear it. But
Do it on air. Do it on air, Doc.
I'm going to do it on air.
Tell him to recap it quick, not a...
Okay.
We've had Ivy on for 2 weeks straight.
We have Michelle.
Okay. It's not just Ivy, it's a bunch of people.
Yeah, no, he meant
Is that
Ivy
the
Crossing.
Excel Energy?
No, Ivy's the complex, Tom.
What I
Ivy
mean.
Crossing. I went over there.
So this guy is disabled. I just checked him out.
Who is?
This Todd guy.
Back in 20.
So I have Michelle
He's
Aguayo.
disabled.
Is that the
And-
Excel Energy Angel? That's correct? That's what's coming up?
Well, someone needs to tell him basics, you know?
Yeah. He needs help.
Or just don't talk to me. All right, you're probably going to want to lock.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255, waterpros.net. In addition to the great drinking water at the fountain for under $1,000, you can have a whole house system for conditioning, for better laundry, better health, better skin, better plumbing, all for under $2,000 or around $2,000. Waterpros.net. It's the one I have in my home, and you will love them. And they're thousands and thousands of dollars cheaper than other plumbing companies. This is waterpros.net. So, we have a lot to talk about here. And one of the things we're going to do is go back to Todd. But first, I want to talk to Mike at Harger's Garage. He's the one that she took her car to immediately after it seized or had it towed there. And it was seized because she believes Grease Monkey never filled it or left the oil filter loose. Ryan is on the air right now, along with Mike at Harger's Garage. So, Mike, we're going to need some evidence to get them to pay for it. I think it's bold, in my opinion, that they said, well, you didn't let us look at it, how do we know? I think if you have a garage look at it, a mechanic, I mean, there's no reason not to believe you. So what did you find?
So during the inspection of the vehicle, we got it in. We heard that the motor was making bad noise. Got it on the lift. First thing we wanted to check is, oil drain plug, oil filter, especially since Ryan told us that, she just recently had an oil change done. And during inspection, we found that the oil filter was completely left loose. I couldn't tell you if it's double gasketed or not, but I know the filter is loose. That's where all the oil was spraying out of. Unfortunately, that's what happened when she was driving the vehicle, lost all her oil.
Why do you think it lasted 420 miles?
I think the vehicle lasted 400 miles because the filter was still on there, but just enough to spray out the oil, cover the undercarriage of the vehicle. After, 400, 500 miles of driving, obviously all the rest of the oil just came out and sprayed out where the filter was. And at that point in time, your motor, no lubrication, and it's going to spin a bearing, it's going to lock up or break a rod.
What is it going to cost to fix?
On this vehicle here, priced out with Ryan, I believe she was sitting right around, I think it was like $5,600.
You know what I'm thinking, Mark,
She's going
right?
to have 17 grand in that, Tom.
What's that, Mark?
She's going to have 17 grand in that. She owes 12. She puts another 5.
Yeah, but you know what I'm
screwed
thinking about the
because
50.
if she doesn't fix it,
you know what I'm thinking about the 5,500?
Small claims.
Well,
small claims court. I don't see how Grease Monkey gets out of it. Mike Harger, he doesn't have an axe to grind with them.
There's one way they can get out of it. She's not bringing it back to them. They don't even get to look at it yet.
Well, hold on a second. She didn't say she wouldn't let them look at it. It's unreasonable for them to have her tow it over there. They can go over there and look at it. They can have a representative go look at it.
Yeah, they're more than welcome to come by and take a look at it. We could show them everything that we found. I've even spoke to one of the gentlemen over there about it, and I haven't gotten any contact back. They asked for our address and phone number and all that stuff, just in case.
Okay, I think we need to...
I bet...
What?
If she sued him in small claims for the 55, 6 grand, whatever, I bet they would turn it over to their garage keeper's insurance policy quick.
That's what I say, but first I want to give it to Deputy Smarty Pants. I want him to take the information from Mike and then contact Grease Monkey and see if we can be sane in this thing instead of making Ryan go through all these conniptions.
Yeah.
All right. Now, thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
We appreciate that. And Ryan, we will follow up with this with Deputy Smarty Pants. That's his nickname. And He'll take care of it. He's one of the finest you'll have. Now, Deputy Doc went over to Ivy Crossing. Let me explain this. We've had about 10 complaints about Ivy Crossing. No gas, which means no hot water, which means no, there was some other stuff. Oh, no heat and no hot water, which is serious. And it's about 20 units affected. And I wanted, they can't get an answer from their management company. So I said, Deputy Doc, or Mark suggested, he goes over there and sees them and talks to them. And what happened, Deputy Doc? The mic's yours.
Okay, so I went over there and I spoke to the resident manager. She claims that there was a leak and they called Excel. Excel came out at some point about a week ago and fixed it. They got Arapahoe County to approve the repair, and now they are waiting for Excel to turn the gas back on. She claims that she has been trying for several days to get Excel out there. All they have to do is turn the gas on. It is out. The apartment can't do it, and Excel has to do it. So at this point, I'm going to take her at her word, because she seemed to be pretty sincere about it, that they have been trying to get Excel to come out. So if we can get our angel at Excel to turn the gas back on, at least that will solve the immediate problem. What they do about the fact that they didn't have gas heat or hot water for the past 2 weeks is a separate issue.
But we need a separate issue. Wait, there was a leak, that's why they turned it off, not because the equipment was defective.
Correct.
Well, then why didn't they ask him to turn it back on? Why didn't Excel fix it and turn it on?
They had to get, apparently, they had to get approval from Arapahoe County, which they got, and now she's been trying to get Excel out there. So my feeling is,
we got to call Excel.
Right, let's get Excel out there, and if they want to press the issue about the past 2 weeks, that we can do that separately. But the immediate issue is, let's get the damn hot water and heat turned back on so they can live like normal people.
And by the way, is it cold out today? What's the temp?
No, it's not too bad.
Okay, because I'm a little cold. Okay.
No, the sun was outside.
Well, so Kelly, let's have Doc email that expert over Excel, because he knows everything going on, and see if it's the truth.
Right.
Copy that.
Do that.
All right, let's do that. That's a great idea. 303-713-TALK. That's what we do here. We solve problems. And I also have... We solve all kinds of problems. And somebody messed with my call sheet and took a check mark off. I think it was, who did that? Pisses me off. Anyway, you guys won't know what I'm talking about. No, they took it away and I got to put it back. Anyway, 303-713-TALK. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, but I got a little call sheet here and somebody erased something on it. I thought it was frozen and protected. But in any case, people, here's what I want to tell you. If you're looking for beautiful garage floors, Garage Magic is the place to go. Garage Magic is one of the places we fully endorse for these beautiful garage coatings, and now's the season to have it done. GarageMagic.com. Kelly, did you take one of my check marks off?
KHOW Denver.
Accidentally,
no, you didn't.
I'm still
Hey, Grant,
I put it back.
Come back in with that song no matter what.
I put it back.
How'd you do it?
I think I was going through trying to delete the call.
But here's the thing. Those ranges should be protected where only I can edit those ones, but maybe not.
Hey, Tom, you've got Rocky Mountain IV Medics 30 and a Become the Banker 30 here in about 40 seconds.
Okay. Hey, Kelly.
Good afternoon. Thanks so much for calling the
I'm
sorry. Screening the call right now.
Never mind. Not important.
And Mark, I saw your text. I'll come back with that.
Okay.
Mark's going to make fun.
Yep.
Of who?
Okay.
Tom, 10 seconds.
All right, hang on for me 1 second. I got another line ringing. Hang on 1 second. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for calling the Tom Martino Troubleshooter Show. How can I help you?
You got to just give me the cue.
Go.
Rocky Mountain IV Medics, the people I use when I'm not feeling good, you can use them too. They'll come to your home and give you IV. I'm going to have them come. They also will go to your office. They'll meet you anywhere. Well, not anywhere, but there are truckers that meet them at truck stops. They're medical professionals, doctor supervised, so you can get like a Myers cocktail for vitamin deficiency. You can get stuff for dehydration. If you have the flu, it helps get over the hump. Whatever IV therapy you need, they have, and you should call them, especially like altitude sickness, whatever it is, RockyMountainIVMedics.com, and you don't pay any more than if you went to an IV bar. So get the IV treatment in your home, 720-987-2155. You can text that as well, 720-987-2155, same hour appointments even. When it comes to retirement, we all want income, don't we? There is a really cool way of growing money tax-free and then using it tax-free. And I'm not talking about a qualified plan. It's just any money you want to put away by overfunding a life insurance policy. It's a special technique called Become the Banker. The reason they call that Become the Banker is because you can borrow from that fund during your life, and you on purpose pay it back with more interest, so you shelter more money. Then when you're retired, guess what? You get to collect it tax-free, and they'll show you how. BecomeTheBanker.org.
Okay.
Kelly, you
Yeah, it's spreading through sex.
What's that?
And it started in Belgium.
Are you talking about monkeypox?
Okay.
Yeah, so listen, they actually traced it back literally to a party with
monkey,
like 200 people, and it was, a homosexual party.
Oh, bullshit.
I don't handle that part of the business.
And that came from Dr. Spiegel.
Says it's not sexually.
So, Mark, listen, I went over to look at my...
That's not what he said today on Fox. He said it was
it might
way
just
transmittable
be just
sexual.
a name change.
Hey, Mark?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so if they're on the referral list, though, you can be trusted that, we
I can't hear you, Doc. Hold
on
on.
there that is a
You're too
tour
far
company
away.
or any company that isn't, very, very...
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, so I went over to look at my place to see how it was coming along. They're building the exact same unit. They're now charging over $900 for it. I think $940.
That's crazy. You could sell yours right now before you move in and make money.
Well, I paid $740. So in less than a year, it went up by $200,000. Is that insane?
It's crazy.
On different shows, but I don't personally know anything about them, and I would stick to the referral list.
Here's the AP, the Associated Press.
Okay.
Monkeypox can spread when there is close contact with the lesions of someone who is infected, and it looks like sexual contact has now amplified all the transmissions.
And I'm not. I mean, not at all.
I just never even heard of it.
Oh my gosh. You guys have to take caller 3. This is going to be a good one.
Gas station mixing diesel. That happened with the King Supers last year. It fucked up like 15 cars.
It is a King Supers. And they've got
that's funny.
insurance issues.
I don't think Kroger has insurance issues.
Hey, Kelly, are you sending me that email for Excel?
Yes. Sorry, I was on the phone. Do you want me to text it to you, or do you want...
Yeah, just text it to me.
Okay. The one that comes up is somebody named Michelle Aguayo. I just want to make sure that that's the right angel. Because there's also one...
Suzanne, is it Michelle?
Pat. There's,
yes.
Michelle.
Okay, copy that.
It's Michelle. It's by email only.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, and she generally handles everything, but she just says, got it. She doesn't respond. She doesn't do...
She'll make sure Doc understands, or Doc, if you're listening, she's basically going to say, got it, or something when you send it to her, and you'll never hear from her again.
1 minute till we're back.
And I'm just sending email, correct?
The XL Angel sucks?
Yes, just email.
No.
No, they're good. They handle everything. She's never not handled anything, but she doesn't communicate which is fine. Who gives a shit?
Back in 30.
Don't forget Todd.
Oh, he'll hold. He'll hold for all 4 hours.
I've dedicated this song to Todd.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Welcome to the show. Let's talk. We got John Fuller with us, personal injury attorney, and we're talking about personal injury and other things, and he talked about different aspects of property damage as well. And we have other questions for him, and you can always text the show by simply going to just the short code, and that short code is 57739, 57739. And John, in a personal injury accident, someone wants to know if they, and I think we've gone over this, someone just had surgery. In fact, I mean, just had surgery, like, you know, a couple weeks ago. They get into an accident. Now, they got more injury than they normally would. Whose fault is that?
Tom, are you trying to say that the prior injury was exacerbated by the accident? Is that what you're...
I'm saying that they were injured for sure, and yeah, it was almost like the surgery was undone, but if I'm in that same car and I don't get injured, and they get injured, can't they argue, the other party, hey, it's not our fault that person had surgery. They shouldn't have been out and about.
I mean, here's the concept. You take your plaintiff the way you find them. And so, you know, if you happen to hit somebody that is more fragile than others because they just had surgery a week or two ago, then tough. That's on you. You're still going to be responsible for the damage that you do. And so if you cause more damage because this person was more susceptible to it, then so be it. That's going to be on you. Now, it even goes further. We have a jury instruction that says if a jury, you know, is asked to consider whether something was caused by condition number A or condition B, and they can't figure it out, we're going to hold the person that caused the accident for condition B responsible for the whole damage. So, yeah, absolutely, they can be held responsible for all the damage that they do when a person is more susceptible.
That is very, very interesting. I mean that, sincerely. I mean, so you're out and about, and it's not even a serious accident under normal standards, but because that person inside that car was extra vulnerable, you incur a bigger lawsuit or a bigger settlement against your insurance company or yourself.
Yeah. Absolutely, because you've done more damage. I mean, that's simply the reality, is that you've done more damage. That person was more susceptible, and therefore they were damaged more, and so your liability is going to be greater.
Are there any defenses in a personal injury case that you've come up against that actually work, where an insurance company makes an argument, or are they just really going to settle?
Well, no, defenses work all the time. Defenses are problematic whenever they're raised. Whether a case ultimately settles or not is really a separate issue of whether or not a defense has any merit. And in fact, it may contribute to a lower settlement if the defense is, you know, is very meritorious or could in fact, you know, cause a jury to devalue a claim. So yeah,
could a defense be, let's say this, let's say the blood alcohol level of a victim was higher, and I don't know, even though it was the other party's fault, does that ever play into it?
That's not a legal defense, Tom. You know, I've had cases where victims have been extremely intoxicated, and there have been arguments surrounding whether or not that person got injured more or less because of their intoxication. So we always have issues of causation. And so if if for some reason that person's condition made them more or less likely to be injured. Causation may be a factor, but again, you take your plaintiff the way you find them. And so if you happen to hit a very drunk person and cause a lot of damage, you're still going to be on the hook for that damage.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, John,
Yes,
did
sir.
that eggshell skull rule that you're basically talking about, did that actually, is there a true origin? Was that an actual case, or it just got nicknamed that?
No, it actually was a case. It was two kids that got in a fight on the playground, and one of them suffered, really catastrophic injuries after being punched in the head. And what they found out after the fact, presumably in an autopsy, was that the kid's skull was quite thin, and the condition was called an eggshell skull syndrome. And the question for the court was whether or not that condition, was in effect an intervening cause that made the defendant less liable. Like, how could he have known that a single punch could have caused that much damage? And the court held, and courts have held since that day, that you take your plaintiff the way you find them, and the fact that he had a pre-existing congenital condition that made him more likely to suffer a brain injury from a simple punch was just too bad for you. You should have hit somebody else, or nobody else for that matter.
All right, let's go.
Wow.
Thank you, John Fuller, 303-597-4500. Megan, what is happening with you, Megan? Megan?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was on mute.
What's happening? What's going on?
I live in Bennett, Colorado, and we have only 2 gas stations out here, and it looks like they had diesel fuel mixed in with the regular fuel.
Which one?
So they're working.
Which gas station?
Yeah, fun. The King Supers.
And do they admit it?
Oh, that happened to King Supers up north a few years ago.
Wait a minute. Does King Supers admit it?
Yeah. Yeah, they shut down for a day and a half or something like that, and then I'm not exactly sure how many days they were shut down. They're operational now, but with the insurance companies and stuff, they're like not communicating very effectively. Like my one neighbor, she got gas on the day in question, like that there was diesel fuel, and she has yet to have an adjuster come out. She tries to call people, and they're not calling her back. They're not giving her any answers. She's still having to drive her car because she has no other option.
So Megan, are you a victim, or are you just calling for her?
I'm calling on behalf of my community.
Okay. Now, what kind of damage, what kind of serious damage will likely not happen, with some cars? Do you know how much was mixed?
I know they have about 20 people on the claim for the insurance.
Got a break.
That they're like having to verify all these purchases, and of course, which makes sense.
But can you tell me though? I need to know.
One of my neighbors, her engine is completely done.
Well, I don't know. God, would it just blow?
Let's ask one of our experts.
Yeah, we have to.
Kevin up for somebody.
Hold on a second, okay? Let's take this break and try to get on. Hold on. Well, let's try to get on either Jeff Vick or Kevin Calkin.
Yeah.
Let's get one of them on, okay, to address this, to see if that could happen. 303-713-8255.
Oh, where is he from? It's like Kimmer.
All right, Tom, you've got Colorado Pain Care in 1 minute.
I love that eggshell story John was talking about.
Fox 31 pinpoint weather, chances of some rain showers today and tomorrow. Our high today 62. For tomorrow, expect a high of 57.
Just send out an email.
For the rest of the week.
To who?
To the XL agent.
Impact traffic and weather. I'm Chris McLaughlin. 6:30.
Mark, did you say the XL Angel helps?
Tom, 10 seconds, Colorado Pain Care.
She will, but she'll do it, but she won't get back.
Can you dump that in the sink, turn it upside down like yours? I'm not going to drink any more of it. I think I had too much caffeine this morning. I'm jittery as hell.
Go.
Colorado Pain Care, Sport and Spine. I represent them for a few reasons. First and foremost, they have helped me. Honest to goodness, I don't know what I'd do without them. They help me through bouts of pain I have from here and there, and then they're guiding me through a longer range solution right now. And I can't tell you how I appreciate their care, and you will too. They really do care. That's why care is in the name, Colorado Pain Care. And you can get a hold of them and find out about getting an appointment. By the way, they have hours from 7 to 7 for your convenience and multiple locations. It's 303-GOT-PAIN. All major insurance accepted. 303-GOT-PAIN. How much time do I have, Grant?
Hey,
Grant?
Yes?
How much time do I have?
4.5.
All right, thank you for putting that front.
Hey, Grant, is John up with us?
Yeah,
Yes.
John can...
I don't know if he's there, but he is on.
Yeah, I just heard him. John, it's I looked it up, man. It was in Wisconsin. The Supreme Court decided the seminal case versus Vosberg. 12-year-old George Putney kicked 14-year-old Andrew Vosberg.
Put people on hold if they call.
There you go.
It's crazy.
Yeah, for real.
Well, it's weird just thinking of that as some kind of doctrine from one case like 100 years ago.
Stare decisis there, Marcus. That which is already decided.
All right.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Jeff Vick is not available. Who was the other person that you wanted to call? Sheridan?
Kevin Calkin with Sheridan.
From Sheridan?
Yep.
I'm here, Mark, if you need me. Otherwise, I've just got the mute button on, okay?
Yeah, you're good, man.
Okay, thanks.
I'm reading this whole stupid thing. Eggshell economics.
I'm not going to be able to fill up my water, am I?
This one's kind of crazy.
What's that?
You don't have to comment on it, John, but it was a Colonial Inn Motor Lodge.
Hey, Kevin.
This guy
Kelly,
in his
at
car
Troubleshooter,
backed into a little
how
air
are you?
conditioning unit, ruined the unit, but it knocked a gas line loose and the hotel blew up.
Supers up in Bennett that seems to have mixed diesel with actual gas.
They argued the explosion was too bizarre to be a natural and probable consequence of slowly backing the car into the building.
Thanks, Kevin.
The court actually rejected that argument, and they had to pay for the whole building.
So we've got Kevin?
We do. We have...
So he's on 7, and the caller
Yep.
that goes with him is on 3?
Is on 3.
Okay.
And I am going to go fill up my water. And I will not delete any more boxes.
I'm going to delete them and say you did it.
You guys can just blame me if you want.
Everything's Grant's fault.
1 minute till we're back.
All right, I can run.
I wonder, John, can they actually could you use that same doctrine, the thin eggshell theory, when it comes to mental awareness, or is it just physical stuff? Like if someone's really super depressed and gets into a car wreck of the cause is someone else and then commits suicide or something crazy like that.
Yeah, it's a hypothetical question. In theory, sure, you could use it.
God, that's crazy.
The simple concept, Mark, is that you take your plaintiff the way you find him. So if you took a plaintiff that was already physically handicapped, already mentally handicapped, I don't know why the outcome would be any different.
God dang.
But it's got to meet all the other criteria. I mean, they would have to be in the zone of danger and all that kind of, stuff. I mean, it wouldn't...
Hey, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Kevin, is he on right now? Kevin Calkin, Sheridan Auto Tech. We have a question for you. So Kevin, apparently out in Bennett recently, Megan, I'm not sure how long ago it was, but they mixed diesel with the unleaded, and people got diesel in with their unleaded. And Megan claims that some people have blown engines. Will it completely destroy an engine if you do that?
Well, it would vary a lot with how much, but typically not. I mean, it would smoke. You could have issues possibly with a catalytic converter failure or something like that, but I don't see it blowing an engine.
Neither do I, and I don't understand that whatsoever. I know that it could have drivability issues, but you clean it all out, and it should run, right?
Yes, I agree. Yeah, the other way around, you put gas in a diesel engine, that's totally...
Right.
That's a disaster.
And that, yeah. So Megan, are we talking about diesel in unleaded and people who had regular cars had problems?
Yeah.
Do you know anyone personally who had an engine blown?
Yeah. Well, I don't know exactly what the repairs that were done, but her car, she has to get her car replaced because of what happened.
Well, that doesn't sound like it. How many miles... Hold on a sec, Megan. Megan, let's examine this. How many miles were on the car that has to be replaced?
Oh, gosh, I wouldn't know.
Can we... listen, I don't mind lighting a fire under King's...
I understand there are factors that go into what could happen. I called in because I wanted to know what exactly... somebody's rights are, or as far as with the insurance company, where do we go from here if the insurance company isn't communicating properly for repairs that need to be done?
We will call them for you. Megan, if you have the name or someone at the insurance company handling this, we'll take the case on, we'll help you, or we'll help your friends. Okay. But we can't help them, however, get unreasonable damages. We can help them get what they have coming. What their rights are is to be made whole again. And that means back to where they were before they put that gas in there. But if that gas contributed, I don't know, listen, what they would have to do is replace like with like if it did have to be replaced. Replacement...
You could probably turn it over to your own insurance, too.
You know what? I never thought of that, though. Would your insurance cover that? Let's call Compass and find out about that aspect of it. Thank you, Kevin Calkin, by the way, Sheridan Auto Tech. We have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. We'll examine if your insurance covers negligence like that.
Tired of long wait?
Yeah, let's get Compass on. That would be an interesting one, Kelly.
Compass Insurance? Did it again. Shit. Hopefully he didn't see that. Todd's gone.
Did he drop?
Non-life-threatening emergencies. They can do the X-rays. They can do stitches.
Hey, Kelly?
Yeah.
Raul says, I thought I was going to be on the air at 10 a.m., and when I called, they put me on hold. I am in Bailey with very limited coverage. And whatever. I do want to go on.
That dude is so full of shit.
I do want to go on the air, but they did not let me.
Oh, that's not true at all. I never told him that he wasn't going to go on air.
But you never had him on the call screener for me.
Because he basically said, I'm going to need to call you back 'cause I'm with a customer.
Okay.
Try to call him right now, see if he'll come on.
No, he says he's in the middle of pouring concrete.
Yeah, he was going to send her stuff. Now he's in the middle of pouring concrete.
He said, listen, I am sorry for the timing issue today, but I was under the impression I would be on at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, he called at 10. That's when I told you I didn't have, he did call. I did tell you that.
I'm going to tell him. I'm going to tell him.
He didn't send us anything, and he still hasn't sent us anything that he said he was going to send.
Hold on, Kelly. He is sending me the latest saying, if you give me the names of the people who complained, he will address each and every issue. So
far we have Holly and Clara.
Bring it out.
I thought we had more than that.
Well, we had a guy that
like to hear.
forwarded us a bunch of Yelp stuff. I don't know if he wants to.
No, I only want the ones that contacted us. If you can forward them to me, I'm going to craft an email. I'll copy you.
Yeah,
hey, I'm
okay.
bringing Suzanne up.
I have.
Test.
Grant, can you hear her?
Where's Suzanne, Mark?
Grant, can you hear me? Tommy, can you hear me?
Wait.
Very little, Suze. You're really low.
Grant went to the bathroom.
Okay, what about now?
Yeah, you're good.
I can't hear you hardly at all. Mark is booming in here.
How about now?
How does it sound?
Do you hear her?
Talk.
Yeah, you're up. The fader's way up.
Very,
Should be good.
very, very low, Mark. If I'm comparing it to you.
We're at the exact same levels. In fact, she's up more. Oh, wait. I know what it is. Hold your horses. You know, Shannon knows these things inside out. Now talk.
Test. Can you hear me better?
No. Hardly at all. Hardly.
What about now?
Yeah, that's good.
See, Kelly can hear me pretty good.
Well, I can hear you now perfectly. Perfectly.
Oh, okay.
We got it.
Good.
What happened?
It's the Channel 1 line-out assignments. You've got that old Model T you're using. You don't have any of this fancy stuff.
That fancy stuff.
It's kind of like that junker of a car you bought.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible.
Are you liking it compared to the old one, seriously?
Yeah. I love all the new...
Isn't it nice having all the tech?
Yeah. It's smarter than I am. I use the auto park thing. It scares the shit out of me, but it does it.
We used, so ours, you can hit a button on your key fob and it'll back out.
Yeah.
And man, I wouldn't test it, but I almost ran into something. But I mean, I stopped it in time, but I thought it would stop itself, but I'm afraid to prove that theory.
Yeah, there are a few things. I have the auto backup too, and it goes for 100, it will only do the last 160 feet. So, whatever you
say that again?
Okay. It records, it's always recording, and then when you put in backup assistance, it'll retrace your tracks 160 feet.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
But only 160 feet. But, so to freak Stephanie out, I pulled into our garage really close to the left side, and then pulled in, and then I said, watch. And I put on auto backup and took my hands off the wheel, and it comes so close, but it exactly traced my steps. And I knew the garage wasn't going to move, so.
That's pretty cool.
Hey, Kelly or Suzanne, that email address you gave me wasn't valid.
That's weird. Let me look at it.
This really makes me loopy, man. This medicine. But it takes the pain down a lot. Mark, it looks like July. Wait, did I say July or June? Let me look here. God damn it. I'm going to have to...
It's July, you said.
Damn it.
June's next week, bro.
They put me down for July 6th. God damn it.
Just hand Doc a steak knife and let him go.
1 minute.
I told him I'd buy him a car. He got me in sooner. As a joke.
A Hyundai.
Gosh, dang it.
I bet you wish you did it 10 years ago.
Yeah. But
although I've never seen you in this much pain, so maybe not.
No, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we left on the trip, and Kelly said you stood up in that little office over there.
I know.
And that was it.
I know.
You stood up. I'm like, holy shit.
I know. Everyone asked me what I did. I know.
This is Tom. This is Tom on drugs. Any questions?
Back in 10.
Hey, Doc, I emailed you her email, and just tell me if it's right.
Okay, just send it to Doc at Troubleshooter.
Yep, right now.
Wasn't that the old Nancy Reagan, the war on drugs with the egg?
Yeah. I don't know if
this fentanyl's everywhere now.
Fentanyl is even in Vicodin. If you think, no, street Vicodin, because what they're doing in Mexico is they're pressing. I guess fentanyl is real easy to get, and they're pressing their own pills.
And it's cheap.
And they're getting.
It's all from China. Yeah, and, you know, these kids think they're buying Percocets or, you know, Valium or something, and they end up getting fentanyl.
These guys
It's the Troubleshooter Show.
Here we go. You guys are up.
Hey, Tom Martino here. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Genesis Total Exteriors. You know they do everything on the outside of a house? That means great things if you have insurance claims. They can do everything from the roof to the gutters to the siding, painting, decks, windows, doors, and outbuildings. Of course, if you just want to remodel, they can do that too. And they even do solars. GenesisTotalExteriors.com. I've known Mark Szymanski for 30 years or more. GenesisTotalExteriors.com. All right. So we're talking about a lot of stuff today. John Fuller is with us for personal injury, and we've had some calls. And we also have different kinds of questions he's been answering. So if you have any surrounding any kind of personal injury, give us a call. 303-713-TALK. We'll get back to him. Anthony's on the line now, and he wants to talk about an insurance claim with a car question. And then aren't we getting, we're going to get Compass on too. And I want to ask Compass about the mixture of the gas. If you're, what exactly will auto insurance cover? Okay, because that's important. Right now, Anthony, go ahead.
Hey, Tom, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Thank you.
I had a question. I have an insurance claim that was made back in December for that big windstorm we had in late December. Went through the process. I went to a couple different collision centers. It seems like all these places are either full or they give you the runaround.
Now, Anthony, what kind of damage was on your car?
It was actually sand damage. So they called it sandblast damage. It pitted all my front grille, basically, my hood, my fenders, my headlights, my bumper, my hood.
Wow.
So it was it was sand damage. I mean, the wind was 115. I parked way out on 93 in Colorado 72, and the winds up there were estimated at 115 miles an hour that day. Broke my windshield. I mean, tons of damage. But my issue is I took it to a couple different collision centers, and I'm getting a runaround on either parts or they're too busy. I had it set up at Calibration Collision. They're for April, late April, for repairs. And then they came back and told me, well, it looks like we ain't going to be able to get you in until middle of June. So then I took my vehicle from there, took it down to a car star. They told me they'd be able to get it in within a week. And then all of a sudden it became, oh, I can't get the parts for your vehicle. But yeah, I could go online today and order every part I need and have them shipped to my house in a week. So what I did is I called my insurance agent because I'm pretty handy. Now the issue I'm having is the insurance company made the check to me and my wife's name, but I have a lien holder on this vehicle. So I questioned them about that, and they said, oh, no, that's fine. I go to State Farm, and they're like, no, that's fine, as long as you get the repairs made to a certified dealership, repair center, then, they're going to send us back pictures showing it's repaired, you're good. So now my question to the insurance agent was, can I make the repairs myself, take off the 2 panels and the hood, and go and have them taken into a paint repair shop, have them paint them, and I can assemble the vehicle myself?
Anthony,
the guy told me, yeah.
Anthony,
go ahead.
There's nothing against you fixing your own car.
Okay.
So what is your question?
That is my question, sir. That was it. Because I have a lien holder, I know that when you have a lien holder, the bank, it could become an issue with the bank.
Hold on. And not if they made out the check to your name, it's not.
Oh, okay. And
the only time, Anthony, the only time it becomes an issue with the bank, listen carefully, is when the check is made out to both of you. If the check is just made out to you, you can do anything you want with it. Now listen carefully, though. Here's the caveat. You have a contract with that lender, and there are certain specifications for keeping the collateral in good condition. That lender cannot tell you where to go, what to do, or anything to get that car fixed. They can only come in after the fact if it's not fixed, or if it's not fixed properly, and they never do that. Okay? They never do it. They can, but I've never once heard of them saying, hey, you didn't get this fixed well enough, because they simply don't inspect their collateral. I think they should, but they don't.
I've heard of mortgage companies doing it, though, on homes.
Well, of course they do. But even now, they don't do it that much because of how many claims. But right now, Anthony, if you get your car fixed, and it's fixed to normal standards, they will have no issue with you.
Okay, wonderful.
Now, if you're thinking to yourself, crap, I'll get this done and save some money and keep some money, well, if you're doing the labor, you can. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, and that's exactly what I was thinking, because I'm pretty handy, and I can do all this work myself other than the paint. Obviously, I'm not a painter, but I called a paint shop, and I said, hey, if I bring in 3 panels, can you give me an estimate on painting them? I'll just bring in the panels, you guys paint them, I'll pick them up and replace. They said, yeah, they gave me a quote. So it would save me money, although both collision centers that I went to were going to do a supplement of about $6,000 more than what the insurance gave me. So that's why I tried getting a hold of Paragon Services, but they said they don't deal with auto.
No, they don't. But Anthony, what was the supplement for?
Well, the supplement, it would have been about $6,000.
For what?
I guess that's what the collision centers are saying. The repairs are going to cost $6,000 more than what the insurance gave me.
Well, you're not finding that, right?
No, not at all.
Okay. Do what it takes to fix the car, and if you need more money, you got to ask your insurance company. And look, there's nothing that prohibits an owner from doing. They don't care who repairs it as long as it's repaired.
Okay, and I guess that I should have known, because in 2017, when we had that huge hailstorm, my roof was part of that. Well, I had a hard time finding anybody to get out to do my roof. So what I ended up doing is I basically went out and found my own roofers, went out and bought my own material, and then just hired the guys to do the work instead of going through
nothing wrong with
offers. Right. Okay. All right. Well, that was my question, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah. No problem. 303.
I want to say I want to say you do a great job for everybody in this community of Colorado. We love you, man.
Thank you, Anthony. I do appreciate that. Thank you. 303-713-8255. John, somebody wants to know if they can get out of responsibility for an accident because they had a migraine and it was severe and their vision was blurred. And here's what they said, John. It was sudden onset. And the reason they're asking this is they heard you once talk about sudden and accidental. So I want to go over that when we come back on that. What does that mean? 303-713-8255.
Can you get this into this? Is there a way to do that so I don't have to retype the whole thing?
Tom, 30 seconds, American Restoration.
Oh, shit. I didn't put it up. It's 30?
Yeah, okay. I just got to do the spot.
Hey, Grant, are you down to 42,
Wait, what's the commercial, man?
It's a 30?
American Restoration.
Oh, thanks.
60.
Got it. Okay.
60.
5 seconds.
Copy that.
And that's all I have?
That's all you have. Here you go. Go.
American Restoration 24/7 is a company I can fully endorse and I can recommend. You know why? I'll tell you, for 2 reasons. The company's great. Second reason, most restoration companies suck. I'll tell you what, this is the bomb when it comes to getting your house fixed up after flood, fire, asbestos, broken pipes, black mold, unattended crime, unattended death, even meth labs. Here's the deal. They have the Institute of Inspection, Cleaning, and Restoration certificate. They have all the EPA requirements that you need, the insurance, the bonding, latest in technology and equipment, more than 20 years of experience. They can do as little or as much as you want, and it's important you hire the right company up front, even if you have insurance, because once your insurance pays, they won't pay again. So call the right company up front, 8337-AM-REST. That's 8337-AM-REST, or amrest247.com.
Oh, my gosh.
What?
That is so crazy. I'm so sorry that happened to you, Nadine. I know Tom and Mark would want to talk to you about this so we can let our other listeners know that this is a possibility. So we're in the middle of a break right now, but if you can hang on for me, I will go ahead and let them know you're on, okay? Okay, no problem. Hang on for me.
More bang for the burrito.
Oh my God, burritos would be fantastic right now. Or just the sandwich that my son ate.
Tom, you should order him pizza.
For who?
Thought I had to pay today.
Yeah, he has to pay.
Grant, you should order. Tim Spence should order pizza for all. Pizza for all.
That's too expensive for iHeart right now. No overtime hours, no pizza.
Do we have...
No pizza for you.
Another one coming up in next break?
Yeah,
Good afternoon. Thanks so much for calling the Tom Martino Troubleshooter Show. How can I help you?
Oh, yeah. Listen.
Yeah, this is Kelly. I did. Yes. About your solar issue? Oh, I'm so sorry that's happening.
Doc, was that the right email, by the way?
I know that I already talked to Mark and Tom about your issue, so we're going to go ahead and put you on hold, and they will get to you as soon as possible, okay? We're right in the middle of a break, so there might be a little bit of a hold time, so I just ask that you be patient, okay? Okay, thanks so much, Marjorie. Hang on for me. Hey, Tom?
Yes.
Oh,
Hey,
I didn't
Tom?
even think to call him. I'm sure he would have just flown up.
Yes.
They can fly anytime they want, period.
Yeah.
He's
Hey,
yelling.
I just wanted to remind you that we have Brian Burns with Compass
Okay, thanks.
on 7. But the caller has already hung up, Megan, who had the gas issue.
Yeah, but we still have a question for him.
Yeah, I know. I'm just letting you know we don't have the caller.
One minute, guys.
Uno.
Uno momento.
Uno.
Uno.
Uno, dos.
Did you know Kelly's fluent in like Russian or something?
You speak Russian, Kelly?
Something.
I speak German. I'm learning Russian.
Jeez.
Jawohl.
What does that mean?
It means cool. Nice.
What is Russian in German?
Ruski. Or Russisch. Russisch.
What are those guys doing? I'm watching YouTube. They're over to the side there.
I don't know.
They're
I haven't
probably
opened YouTube
eating a
yet.
sandwich.
I probably should.
Coming back here.
And I'll show you how to do that.
Radio, Denver's talk station, is available everywhere. Just download our free iHeartRadio app. 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Brian Burns is with us. The original caller's not on, but she's listening, and it's a good question. What does your insurance cover in a case like this? Brian Burns, I don't even know if there is car insurance to cover this. He's with Compass Insurance Group, 303-996-9000, home of the free insurance checkups, by the way. So the question is this. She went, filled her car up with gas. It had diesel in it. It was a mistake made by King Soopers. But it doesn't matter the gas station. If this happens to you, is it a coverable event?
I had a situation just like this. They called into the show, and it was being declined. And I am going to dig back through my notes there. I'm almost sure we ended up getting it covered. Now, I
think you did too.
It's not the person that was filling it at the time, though. It was someone else had put that in there. So, but I didn't think there was any way they were going to cover it, but they did. Based off
Brian, what happened and what you're talking about happened to be King Soopers as well, and their main supplier put the diesel in the gas underground tank, and that's what happened.
So it was covered.
It'd be worth trying to get that claim filed. Has it even happened yet? Have they tried to file a claim?
No, I don't know if they did or not. They're going through King Soopers insurance, and they're dragging their feet.
Yeah, right. It would be worth a shot because it's not I mean, they might be subject to the deductible. It would probably be a comprehensive claim, obviously, but that's not a chargeable claim. So it might be worth trying to see if they, and they can call us. I can look through and see if I can find some of our notes.
Okay, so I hope she's listening. This was in Bennett, Colorado. There were a lot of victims. So if you're listening, your insurance could cover that. 303-713-8255. And, of course, Compass Insurance Group, 303-996-9000. Now, Nadine, what's happening? What's going on with your lab?
Well, it seemed like it was pretty much over. As I said, I did get back 3/4 of what I paid.
Now, hold on. You're talking to me as if we talked before. I'm sorry. I'm not recalling what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. I think it's what I left on the message. You want me to start from the beginning?
If you could, and only, this is another reason we do this, Nadine, even with people who call us at 303 Martino and leave messages around the clock, we want to just recap it so our audience knows what we're giving advice about. So what's going on?
Okay, I went to 9 Health Fair to get some blood tests done halfway between the annual physical that I normally do.
Okay.
So I thought, well, I wanted to see if I was making any progress, like in bringing cholesterol down, but I wasn't doing anything major. So here's what happened is I got the results of the blood test, which was from a drop of blood, which was kind of surprising that you would do this. But you get instant results of what your cholesterol is.
Yeah.
I did ask them when I got the results, I said, are these even remotely accurate? And she said, oh, yes, they're 100% accurate. So just to give you an idea, in August of 2021, from the annual physical and the blood test, my cholesterol was 237. So when I had it done in, I guess this would have been March now, the cholesterol was 159.
Well, hold on.
That was
the cholesterol from this so-called instant test?
Was 159
Got it.
overall cholesterol.
Got it.
All of the other numbers, like the LDL, HDL, all of those were considerably off also from what it was. So I went to my primary care.
When you say they were off, Nadine, were they down?
They were better, showed it to be way better what they actually were.
All right, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
And then I went to my primary care, and I took this in, and he looked at them. Honestly, I said, do you think these could be accurate at all? And he laughed. And so he redid it, the blood test. My actual cholesterol was 222, so I had made some improvement. But the 159 was so far off of what was right. And so was all the HDL, the LDL, all of them were off.
You know, I'm looking online here about home cholesterol tests that do drops of blood. And I'm not, I don't have a dog in this fight, but WebMD says they're 95% accurate.
For what? 9 Health News?
No, for instant testing.
Oh, instant testing is 95%. Well, okay. Mine was off, way off.
Maybe they ran the wrong sample. Maybe it was correct, but it wasn't yours.
That was my primary care's first thought, is that somehow they got it messed up. So I called 9 News and just told them about that was off completely. And so was the complete thyroid panel. That was off rather significantly from what the doctor, when he did it. And so then...
I don't know enough, Tom, but can things like cholesterol, can you spike them like you can a blood sugar, or they're more of like a... They're more
over time, long term. You can't spike it that day like you do blood sugar. And Mark, the tests they do to get over the spiking of blood sugar or the low of blood sugar, the reason they want to know a fasting level of blood sugar is to see if you have high blood sugar without eating and all that. But the real test on blood sugar is A1C, which is the long term. That records, I believe, 3 months, Doc? About 3 months of blood sugar.
You can't eat a bucket of fried chicken and have high cholesterol the next day.
No. So this is very odd. What did 9, and by the way, 9 Health Fair, let's give them kudos for what they do for people.
This
Some
sounds
people...
like Theranos, with doing all these tests from one drop of blood.
Well, they're not doing a bunch of tests. They're doing one test.
Cholesterol panel from one drop of blood.
But I'm reading about this. You can do cholesterol with a drop of blood. The Mayo Clinic says you can. But, I mean, I'm not so sure if it was they did it maybe they did it wrong, but the test itself we shouldn't throw under the bus at this point. And I want to give kudos to them for what they do, but you're telling me a significant number of your labs were off.
Yes, that is it. Exactly.
I wonder, and seriously, I wonder how many people have numbers they never second check.
Well,
I bet they got hers mixed up.
That is the main thing, honestly, that bothers me, is that I'm sure I was the exception in going to my primary care and say, can you run these tests again, because they're just too far, they're too bizarre to be correct.
Man.
And I don't think many people do that, and there certainly are people that are going there who probably do not have insurance, and so whatever results they're getting, they're thinking they're right. I mean, I looked at 157 and I thought, that is, it's a miracle. It's a miracle.
Well, wait a minute, Nadine. How do you know your doctor's not wrong?
Well, for one thing, when he saw those, he called me back the next day, and he said, I reviewed the last 5 years of your blood tests.
Okay.
And they are, they aren't exact, obviously, but they're all really pretty much consistent of what you expected.
Nadine, may I ask a few questions, since I'm a health freak on stuff like this?
Sure.
Have you ever had any imaging done of your arteries?
I had something done about a year ago of, just since I have no medical background, either something in the throat, and then my primary care asked if I would consider doing that. He said they are offering it for $100. Your insurance will not pay for it. And that was to check something in your... It was mostly from your throat to make sure that
It's your carotid artery.
Yeah.
However, what you don't want is a calcium score. That doesn't matter. Once it's calcified, it's too late. What you want is a soft plaque measurement. And if you're making a lot of soft plaque, that's really the indication. But let me explain something to you. There are people, there was a 7-continent study with 7 continents over, I think, a 20 or 30-year period. And the highest mortality rates were people with low cholesterol. Now, before people get all upset with me, I do believe cholesterol does have a role in healthcare, and you have to control it under certain circumstances. And that is if you are having negative effects from it. Not everyone does. Okay, that's just a fact, Jack. That's a fact. So, in the 7-continent study, they showed that most people who lived the longest had an average cholesterol number of about 230 to 240. Now, people will say, well, heart disease kills this and this. If our aim is total mortality, then we need to look at elements that lead to the lack of mortality, the high mortality rates. And high mortality rates have certain things in common. And almost all of them have low cholesterol. Now, am I saying you shouldn't have low cholesterol? Absolutely not. I am saying that cholesterol is just one test. The particle size of the cholesterol and the type of cholesterol and the way your body metabolizes that is the important thing. Okay? And cholesterol is not necessarily the villain. It's the injury to your vessels that cause cholesterol to rush to the site because cholesterol thinks it's healing that inflammation. So that's why you have high cholesterol, because your cholesterol is being produced thinking that your arteries need it. And why would it think your arteries need it? Because your arteries are inflamed and in some areas damaged, and cholesterol goes to fix that damage. So the way you stop cholesterol is, and the damage, is by not having inflammation or glycation or other damages to you. Endothelium disease is what it all boils down to. 98% of all our illness starts with inflammation. Inflammation of the gums, inflammation of the arteries, inflammation of our systems. And I don't want to get into it too much, I already did, but just do more testing than just cholesterol. Don't chase a cholesterol number. Go ahead and see if it's doing any damage. And you start with a really good scan of your carotid, and if that's indicated, then you go further and get a better scan. And if you truly care, there are places and forward-thinking doctors that do that. The normal doctors don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. But if you want to get it, you've heard me talk about core scans. Well, they're doing those core scans. They're still doing those core scans. And I believe if you go to corescans.com, it'll tell you. But that's what you should do. You should order one of those first. And no, they're not paid by insurance, but they're cheap. They're really cheap. I'm going to corescans.com. They stopped advertising a little while ago. Yeah, they're still there. So if you go to corescans.com, CORSCANS, there's a phone number there. Go and schedule one. And then see if it's doing any harm before you start chasing a number. 303-713-8255.
All right, Tom. Simply Floors and Frank Duran in 1 minute.
And Dan Kaplis in the afternoon, 6:30, KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Root Insurance.
A stalled vehicle eastbound I-70 just before Pecos, off to the left shoulder now, but still causing some slow traffic as you make your way towards I-25 on eastbound I-70. Also an accident reported now in downtown, southbound I-25 right around Spear.
30 seconds.
Traffic to around 38th Avenue, Park Avenue West. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, a chance for rain showers today and tomorrow. Our high today reaching 62, tomorrow 57. Then we'll see a warm-up for the rest of the week. Currently, it's 58. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 KHOW.
Look, Colorado.
Tom, 10 seconds. Simply Floor and Frank Duran.
We're Root, and we do car insurance differently. Our app lets us give you smarter rates based on how you actually drive, not things like your job. Root, for good drivers. Download the app today. Disclaimers may apply. See root.com for details.
Go.
When you're looking for floor coverings, there are so many choices. Bigger's not always better. You know, Simply Floors, Inc. is a smaller company with better installers and a better overall attitude. They simply make less profit and pass savings on to you. They're part of a giant buying group of independent floor covering people. They have carpeting and hardwoods and LVT. And what you need to do is make your own appointment. They send a design consultant free of charge. Better installers, better design consultants. In fact, others don't even have design consultants. And better pricing. SimplyFloorsInc.com. That's INC, SimplyFloorsInc.com. This real estate market's kind of confusing. A lot of people wonder, what should I do? Should I sell? Should I stay? Should I fix up? What should I do? Interest rates are creeping up a little. Frank Duran, the realestateman.com, will help you make a decision. He can tell you your prospects for buying a new property and give you a market analysis of the property you're in. So you'll know the differential. You'll know maybe if you can just swap across, maybe another neighborhood. He has a complete knowledge of the entire metro area. Call Frank for a free consultation on your market analysis of both selling your home and buying another. Frank Duran, the realestateman.com, Team Duran with RE/MAX Alliance, 303-920-1622, 920-1622.
Do roller coaster stock markets make you nervous? With such frequent ups and downs, don't let market volatility derail your retirement. Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement.
Troubleshooter show, please go.
You never saw my drums. They're downstairs.
What? I did see drum sets.
Did I show you that?
Yeah.
Aren't they gorgeous?
I think it's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Last time we were here. God, I wish I felt better. I'd fucking be playing them. I can't even fly my helicopter because of spasms in my leg. That would be a fucking disaster. But I still have a pilot that can bring you guys for a ride. A friend of mine. For your son.
So wrapped up in this wedding.
When is the date?
July 16th.
A great retirement. Wow.
When you're hurt in an arm,
they hook me up with the highest quality products available at a lower cost per milligram than the run-of-the-mill stuff you find in big box stores. I also wanted to let you know that if you have used the promo code KOA or KHOW as a one-time code, you can also use the promo code DAVE for 30% off your next order. Man, I can't say how much this partnership has meant to me. The Blue Sky CBD has helped my aches and pains. It's even helped my sleeping, which is huge. It's been a total game changer. From the Max Relief Balms to the sleep gels and oils, find their full lineup of products at www.bluesky-cbd.com. For the entire month of May, get free shipping on all your orders. Blue Sky CBD at bluesky-cbd.com.
So it's very cool. They asked me to be his best man instead of his best friend, which I thought was really touching.
That is cool, by the way. I've not seen that before where a dad is a best man. I imagine it happens a lot.
Now, I wonder if this is a smart thing to say. I can't just... Biden says U.S. would intervene militarily if China invades Taiwan.
He would?
That's...
Did he say that?
Hey, Thomas.
Yeah.
Hello?
We're splitting soon, so you got a heads up.
yeah, what?
What, Mark?
Good, what's up?
We're splitting soon, so you have a heads up.
Oh, you're leaving?
Yeah, in 15.
You're going to be disconnected then, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now remember, tomorrow morning...
Now Yeah, you got an appointment.
Yeah, just in case I'm late, right.
Yep, you're good.
I'll have Doc turn on the laptop like last time.
Yes.
All right. Sorry about that.
Century.
It's hard to get a minute during the show.
Oh my God! No, I had to pee. But I didn't know I had to pee.
Coming back here, guys.
What's our next spot?
So at least get some movement. Okay, great. Hopefully a few minutes.
Guys are up.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Welcome to the show. I'm Tom. And we're talking about everything today. Now, we got a question we had for John Fuller I want to get back to, and that's sudden and accidental. Now, by the way, this came up one time that a man, an elderly man, was driving and ran into a guy, ran into cars, ran into a bunch of stuff. He had some kind of heart attack or whatever attack. And his insurance said, we're not paying for it because it was sudden and accidental. So, John, what's that all about?
Well, so we used to have this thing called the sudden emergency doctrine, and it basically said that if a driver was confronted with a sudden emergency, that they couldn't be independently negligent on their own, and it was used for all sorts of crazy things like, icy patches in the road and health things and just a litany of other things, it's been probably maybe 2013. The Supreme Court of Colorado got rid of that defense in its entirety. They abolished the sudden emergency doctrine. And so today, it's pretty unlikely that a heart attack would completely absolve somebody of liability. And the reason why is that, it would bring a storm of other analysis down upon that driver. In other words, their entire health history, whether the doctors had warned them. I mean, the better example is like a seizure. You hear of people that have seizures and then get warned that you can't drive. Well, that's a classic example, because then the occurrence of a seizure becomes a foreseeable event. And so, ultimately it would not be a defense for that driver.
Okay, because then that goes to answer this guy who said, can I use that as a defense if I'm the one who was at fault? And you're saying no, not anymore, basically.
Not since 2013. We use just standard negligence and comparative negligence to determine who is at fault.
That's interesting, John. I didn't know it went away.
Yes, sir. It went away because somebody was, basically, they just finally pushed it too far, Tom. It was a case involving a guy that was driving too fast on icy conditions and then claimed that he encountered this ice and it was a sudden emergency, and the court let him off, claiming, well, you can't be, liable if it's a sudden emergency. Right. And that was the straw that broke the camel's back. They said too far,
So there you go, sir. When it comes to sudden emergencies like that, that's not necessarily a get-out-of-jail-free card or defense. John Fuller, Fuller Law, 303-597-4500. Ken, go ahead. What's going on, Ken?
They have a concrete patio that Garage Magic finished it off, and they had to come back for a little warranty, and they redid the thing and had a crack that was showing, and they did a tremendous job. A fellow named Marcus did it.
Thank you for telling us. We always love to hear about our sponsors, GarageMagic.com.
Yeah, they did a tremendous job. I can't praise them any more than I am.
Well, good. Thank you. I appreciate that. And they're at 720-600-HOME. Thanks, man. I really do appreciate that, Ken.
And that was my outdoor patio, not a garage.
Okay, got it. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Now, Marjorie has a problem with solar. What's going on, Marjorie?
Well, I had a flyer on my door one day. It said they were going through my neighborhood that XL wanted people to get solar panels. And I had been seeing solar panels offered at
What's the name of the company, Marjorie?
Oh, the name of the company that first contacted me, I believe, was Sunrun. And then they've also given me the name Titan Solar Power.
Okay, I'll tell you why you got two names. Hold on, we'll come right back.
Is that another broker?
Now,
All right, Tom, Colorado Pain Care and Mile High Estate in 1 minute.
Tom. Traffic on I-25 still delayed through downtown southbound from an earlier accident at Spear, slowing between I-70 and Spear. There's an accident reported at 104th and Grant, just east of I-25, and in Broomfield, an accident westbound Baseline Road after I-25, so just watch for those busy spots. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, a chance for some rain showers today and tomorrow. Our high today reaching 62, tomorrow 57, and then we're going to see a warm-up for the rest of the week. Currently, it's 58. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 KHOW.
Need to hire?
10 seconds.
Platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates in one place. Sponsor a job and immediately get a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Go.
I can't tell you how Colorado Pain Care has helped me, and they can help you through pain. Now, at first they gave me some temporary fixes to get me out of pain, and they said, let's see and wait what happens, to see what happens. And then as it got more serious, they helped me through that. And now they're helping me for a long-range solution. They are with you every step of the way. If you have pain, these people will help get rid of it or manage it and help you find a solution. They have multiple locations. Colorado Pain Care, Sport and Spine. They also have hours from 7 to 7, and they deal with all major insurance and even Medicare, of course. 303-GOT-PAIN. That's how you reach them. 303-GOT-PAIN. You will love the day you find them. All right, let's talk about another place that is very important in your life, and that's BlakeHarrisLaw.com. He's an estate planner. And you know, the word planning denotes getting there early, but you don't have to. You can get at any stage of your life to make sure your plan, your estate, is in order. That means protecting you, not just for passing on, but for lawsuits and creditors. Then protecting your heirs for their life. Call him and ask your questions free of charge. The answers are free, and he only charges when you actually hire him to do something with flat rates. That's BlakeHarrisLaw.com, 833-ASK-BLAKE.
The Tree Farms Memorial Day sale.
How much time, sir?
No problem. I'm
You
going
got
to go
4
ahead and
minutes.
place
Thank
you on
you
hold.
so
There
much.
might be a little bit of wait time because we're right in the middle of a break, so I just ask that you be patient, okay? Okay, thanks so much. Oh, do I have Marty? Oh, no. Don't want to do that. Some quartz. Thought I had more December. Hey, Marty, it's Kelly. How are you? So Bennett's on the phone. He's wanting to give you props. So didn't know if you wanted to be on the phone or if you had any updates, but just wanted to have you on hold. So, cool. Okay, hold on. My God, I'm losing it. Hey, Alan, what was the question that you had about your medical issue?
I got pain.
So you think this is a scam? I'm thinking about investing $38. I mean, how can I sell it for $38?
That's bullshit. How?
I know.
Come on.
Oh, and you needed
Where
Social
is that?
Security disability,
I don't know, I just found it
right?
while I was scrolling.
Okay, perfect.
Some
All right,
people
hang on.
cast iron. Well, it's what you say, which is a one.
All right, you're gonna have to lock.
$200. This set would be about
Call coming up.
at least
I will
$800
cue you.
So I'm thinking,
On the line.
so for $38, even if I get taken, how bad is it?
I forget what I have.
I'm sure you have Le Creuset. Everybody has at least 2 or 3
Oh,
Le Creuset.
Tom. Why do you have to call?
1 minute, guys, 1 minute.
No, that's not Le Creuset.
It's Calphalon.
Yeah, Capelon is a different brand, but Capelon isn't enamel coated. Le Creuset is enamel coated, yeah.
It's
But
the same.
Le Creuset is like really expensive
No, I know.
stuff. I have one my mom gave me probably 50 years ago, and it still works perfectly. They're heirloom things, they never...
Those Kevlons are so good as far as the sticking and the handles. They're thermal, isolated handles.
Oh, Kevlon.
Back in 30.
Yeah.
They're just not, you know...
No,
they're just not-
I know.
It's a different kind of thing.
Listening for the keyword at 5 past the hour. Weekdays. Then enter it at khow.com.
99, and they take pride in helping you make your painting project a success. Now's the time to get your home summer ready with 20% off all Benjamin Moore Regal Select paint from May 17th through the 31st. Visit your nearest Guyries location and start the season with a beautiful new color.
You're up.
Marjorie says she had a flyer from Sunrun Solar Company and then got contacted by Titan Solar. By the way, a lot of these frontline solar companies are simply lead generators, and then they work with a major solar company or a solar company, but it's very often you'll run into two companies. And it's not altogether dishonest or bad, but that's what's happening. What happened then? You were first contacted by Sunrun, you called for, and then Titan was with you. Now what?
Well, then they emailed me some forms to sign to get permits to put solar panels on my...
So you decided to do it?
Yes, I decided that it sounded like a good deal.
So you signed a contract, and what was it for?
It was for someone... Okay, the way I understand it was that they were going to provide the solar panels at no cost to me. They were going to be leased by one company. I was going to get my power at a reduced rate through Excel.
Okay. Here's what it is. It's a lease. So what you're doing is you're buying power from the company who put the solar on your house, and you're buying it for cheaper than you're getting from Excel.
Right.
Per kilowatt hour.
But it was going to be billed through Excel some way.
No, it wasn't. It was going to be billed. Listen to this. They're going to bill you for whatever you use on that solar system. Whatever it generates, you're going to pay for. And the balance, you'll pay to Excel if you have to go over that. That's how every single one of them works. Hello?
Okay, yes, I'm still here. I was just thinking.
So what is the problem now? What's the problem? What is the problem now, Marjorie?
Okay, the problem is they did not leave me any paperwork, anything physical I could look at. I don't have any phone numbers where I can get a hold of anybody.
Well, is anything working or not? Are you paying your bill?
Yeah, well, I'm paying my bill. They haven't even got panels on the roof yet.
Oh, so you signed a contract without seeing it?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm stupid.
No, you're not. But why? Let me ask you something. Do you have a phone number for these people?
No, I do not.
You have no idea what you signed for?
No.
Well, guess what? Hold on a second. They were supposed to give you, listen carefully, because this was all done in your home, they have to give you a 3-day right to rescind. And if they didn't give it to you, that 3 days starts when they give it to you. So I would tell them accordingly, and you can't tell them because you have no way to get in touch with them, none whatsoever. Can you go into your sent file and see if you sent them anything?
Are they billing her?
The only thing I
Hold on, we're going to run out of time. Hold on, we'll come back to you and more. Coming up. A great retirement plan has to be comprehensive.
All right, later, guys.
See ya.
She's getting billed.
You know, this is a family team approach, owned and operated by a family, 40-plus years of helping people. And when I say comprehensive, I mean it. Not just investments, but
okay.
in all areas.
Oh, my God.
Income taxes, property taxes, Social Security for optimum benefits, Medicare, insurance, and annuities, including long-term care and estate planning. you really need the help, a retirement planning center up
Linda and the Hummer
They
fire.
sit down
Jesus
free of
Christ.
charge and talk to you about your needs. If it takes 1, 2, or 3 meetings, they'll meet with you in person or by video. They'll come to you, you can go to them. It's your choice. 970-663-3211. That's 970-663-3211. Or online at rpcenter.com. rpcenter.com.
KRFX HD2 Denver. KHOW Denver, an iHeart radio station. It's Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter. Mornings at 10. Streaming live on our free iHeart radio app and at khow.com.
So are you doing Leland?
First hour.
Oh my God.
What I go run the Rockies game.
I mean, this makes absolutely zero sense. And I don't know. Whatever.
I try not to let it bother me, but it really got under my skin today.
Well, I mean, give you some notice.
It's funny because I have my podcast too, and I have to schedule all my interviews around work. And I had 2 scheduled this morning, and I had to reschedule them, and hopefully I can...
Hey, Kelly.
Yes.
This Holly that you sent me
Yes.
for Beltran, what is that? Is that she the original caller?
She was the original caller, correct. And
But-
she sent you a text that Raul sent her directly after her phone call about suing you guys.
Yeah. But what about the money she gave him? Didn't she say she paid him $1,200 and got nothing?
$1,800.
Did we have anyone else that wrote and paid him money?
Yeah, I've sent you Clara.
Okay, I'm trying to find that. Okay, hold on.
Is this the Raul thing?
So it's actually entitled Clara Dostal,
Hold on.
and she has a they hired Raul to do a small deck for the greenhouse, paid him $3,700.
I don't know. Hold on. No, these are just, I don't see that one. You sent that to me.
I did. It was at, if this helps you, it was at, let's see, 12:03 p.m.
Okay.
And it should come from help. It did come from help, I should say. But she's got dates here with different notes on no shows, still no materials on site, no materials,
Okay, you
no
got to
show.
for some reason that one I don't have. I have the one. Hold on, maybe Clara. Never mind. Got it.
Okay, you found it?
Yeah,
okay.
got it.
Good afternoon. Thanks so much for calling the Tom Martino Troubleshooter Show. How can I help you? Hello? Hello? Okay. Whatever.
I know.
Yeah, it just seems like very... We don't have anything during this break, right?
Next break, we'll have Colorado Paint Care again. And that's a 30. And then Empower Mortgage.
Okay. Colorado Paint Care.
Mark left, right?
Yeah. Can probably pull the fader down. So they have you. So you're not doing this all week, right?
No, just today. One day. So fucking stupid.
On a Monday. All day.
Right. So it wasn't like I could come in today and watch Shannon for a couple hours and be like, oh,
Right.
okay, now I remember everything. They're like, okay, do it right now. Makes perfect sense.
Brilliant planning.
So I should still leave Tom and John Fuller up, right, in case they want to talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
1 minute, guys.
Do you have those consumers' last names, or are they in the email?
Say that again?
Will he know the consumers' last names when I put them in there? Because so far we just have Holly and Clara.
Yeah.
And Clara paid him and did not. She paid him $3,700.
Correct.
Then an additional $800. But she fired him. This is not one where he didn't do work.
No, but if you see all of the notes that she has down, she puts like no shows and says he has COVID and then materials that didn't get to the property.
I have her last name too, yeah, okay.
All right, here we go.
God, she's got a
Dollars. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bank. That's bank. Enter it now at khow.com.
Ripped off.
You're up.
You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, welcome to the show. I'm Tom, here to help you solve problems, answer questions, take complaints, make your life a little easier. This is something that's very important to know. There is a lot of internet crime. In fact, cybercrime is up an astronomical amount. The FBI is warning you that you could be a victim of all kinds of attacks. And it's sneaky. They get on your text and they say, you know, hit this link for this Amazon purchase, or, you know, they make it look like you made a purchase or a purchase is pending and you're curious, so you hit the link and then you open yourself up to bugs and to malware and sometimes even ransomware, where they encrypt your files unless you pay a ransom. To make yourself safe, just listen to this. From all of this, safernet.com. It's that easy. You go there and download a little app that goes on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, your computer, and this app only costs a few bucks for each item that you're protecting, a few bucks a month. In fact, you'll get 44 days free just using Tom in the promo code. So you should try it for 44 days. It'll show you how many attacks it wards off. And by the way, you can even track your kids. You can control where they search, when they search, how they search, or what websites they go to, and all kinds of tools. Safernet.com. It's really important, especially now. All right, 303-713-8255. We're going to go to the calls and see what is up with you. Now, I'm not sure what Marjorie's problem is. She signed a solar contract to lease power from a solar company. Now, she's not heard anything since signing the contract. She doesn't have a copy of the contract. She has no idea who to contact. She has no idea when construction will start. She has no idea of anything. She's completely in the dark. Now, usually they send a follow-up or something. So, Marjorie, did you get a follow-up email or anything?
Okay, I've been looking through my emails. I like I said, the only follow-up that I see here is where they sent me some forms to sign to get a permit. I did find an email that has a address in it, a solar program at xcelenergy.com. But so far, that's the only email address I find.
Solar program at what?
xcelenergy.com.
So they are, what, okay, I don't even understand what that means. I mean, they weren't with Xcel Energy, were they?
They presented themselves as being a private company that was working in conjunction with Xcel Energy to provide these solar panels.
Well, guess what? xcelenergy.com is not their website. Look, am I typing it right? xcelenergy.com, the domain is available for sale.
I keep getting the same thing. When I tried to contact them for the gas thing, I keep getting bounced back.
xcelenergy.com, I'm putting on here, and it is not bringing me to Xcel Energy. Now, what am I doing wrong?
I did the same thing, Tom.
Hold on. Let's see. Now maybe it's going to do something. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Nope. I mean, come on, man. Xcel Energy. I can't get the website. Guys, try it and see what you get.
Try my Xcel Energy, Tom.
No, let me just do Xcel Energy customer service. Let's see what we get here. Xcel Energy website. xcelenergy.com is here, but there's something wrong with their website or something wrong with... Oh, because they spell it Excel. You know what? XCEL. Here's the problem. The one that you got, I'm looking at your email. Let's see. I was looking at your energy program, right? Xcel Energy. Did they give you, how did they spell Excel?
In this email, it's the letter X and then CEL.
Damn, they did that too, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I got bounced back for that, though.
No, I'm just wondering, these people have nothing to do with Xcel Energy. And what they mean it, man, I don't even want to get into it. They say they're working with Xcel. They're not working with Xcel. They're just out selling, and they say Xcel wants solar. But Xcel kind of likes solar. It takes the demand away a bit, but it's not what you think. So I don't know what the heck to do when it comes to finding out who you signed a contract with. Do you have the original email where they sent you the email, the signed or the contract to sign?
I don't believe they ever sent an email saying that.
Well, how did you sign the contract?
There was a salesman here.
And you actually signed it physically?
And I signed something physically, yes.
Do you know did the salesman leave you a card?
He did, and I have lost the card.
Okay.
But I do have his email address here. It's
okay, hold on. What's his email?
It's Angel at the Good Guys.
ANGEL?
Right.
At
thegoodguys.com.
Okay, so thegoodguys.com is more likely their domain. Okay, so hold on, I'm writing them an email. Let's see. So now let's look for thegoodguys.com and see what we find. I find it difficult to see that they actually got this. thegoodguys.com is a domain that's... Are you sure it says thegoodguys.com?
Well, I thought that was what it said. I don't have it on my screen. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, it's Angel at Go with the Good Guys.
Okay, see, that makes all the difference, dear.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Go with thegoodguys.com. let's see where this brings us. This brings us to the solar company. So now we're getting somewhere. And his name was Angel, right? Okay.
Right.
Now, we have someone to call. In fact, you call first and ask for your damn contract. You want the number?
Sure thing.
And by the way, it's the good guys doing great. Okay, so you want, it says nonprofit solar company. Yeah, right. Okay. By the way, any company can be nonprofit by simply taking all the money and salary. Truly. Okay, here's the number, 720-212-8021.
Okay.
So call them and say, I signed a contract, I don't have a copy of it, I have no idea what's going on, I want to find out.
What was the last 4 digits? 720.
8021. So it's 720-212-8021. Did you get it?
Yes, I've got it.
Now let's read about the company. The good guys, Marcus Messiah, solar industry since 2017. Is Marcus the one that gave you the contract?
No.
Known for his philosophical mind and attention to detail, Marcus takes the impossible and turns it into the probable. And then Laura Sevillano, a key player in the growth of the industry. Laura works remotely. So these guys look, I say look, like they're not bad. What was the guy's name that went to your house?
Angel?
I don't see an Angel here. I see, but here's what you do. You call these people and you tell them about your contract and the date, your last name, and then call us back and let us know, okay? I want to know if they can locate your contract, and you tell them you want a copy of it. And they should have given you a 3-day right to rescind because it was signed in your home. Was he at your door?
Yes.
Okay, well, guess what? The law says he should have given you a 3-day right to rescind. And because he did not give it to you, the 3 days does not start until you get it. So then you can cancel it if you want.
So if when I get the copy of the contract, then I have 3 days?
That's right, because that's when he gave it to you. But if he says, no, we gave it to you that day, you're screwed. So get them, call that number and let us know what they say to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, it's important. 303-713-8255. More coming up.
If you're looking to pay for a home...
All right, Tom, 1 minute, Colorado Pain Care and Empower Mortgage.
It's true. Mortgage rates are still very competitive, and home values, they're on the...
Hey, Tom?
Yeah.
Are you doing a show on Monday, Memorial Day?
I didn't think so. I thought Mark was going to do a best of, I thought.
I will email about that.
I mean, I'm barely getting through these shows.
30 seconds.
Until I get surgery, I'm going to be a motherfucker.
Ten seconds.
695-7000 or online AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
Go.
Empower Reverse Mortgage. They are the people that I can highly recommend for reverse loans. Excuse me. One of the things I like the most is the time Mark takes to explain the loan to you as a senior citizen and the options you have, and maybe the best one for you, whether a monthly payment, a lump sum, a line of credit. Some people use it to stay in their home in later years with medical assistance or assisted living. Others might just need cash for vacations or other things. You don't pay tax, it's not income. And here's the deal. You never have to pay it back. You'll never owe more than the house. You'll never be upside down. Find out more. EmpowerReverse.com. That's EMPOWER, Empower Reverse. 577-19. Colorado Pain Care, Sport and Spine, multiple locations and expanded hours from 7 to 7. So you can get an appointment, even same-day appointments for urgent cases. If you're suffering from long-term pain or any pain, call Colorado Pain Care. They have quick solutions for immediate relief, and they have longer-term solutions. And they even have referrals to their physical therapy department to get you out of pain in a strong, permanent way. Call them. 303-GOT-PAIN. There's no reason to live with pain. They work with all major insurance and Medicare. 303-GOT-PAIN.
Schedule full? Seasonal incentives? Oh, yeah. Hi, Dan Cicchini. Done right. I went through.
Well, it works great, doesn't it?
How do you know about it? From what?
Just from...
From anything special?
Yeah. Nothing special.
Like you've not prescribed it, right?
No, I didn't.
Troubleshooter.
You just know about it? Did you try these half-and-half packets? They're cool.
No, I used it. It's easier to control how much with the regular half and half.
Why, you do less than this?
No, I do more than that. So
Oh,
it's just easier to control how much you put in.
Okay, I get it. I get it. I got it.
Oh my God, you can definitely get high outside. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for calling the Tom Martino Troubleshooter Show. How can I help you?
1 minute, guys.
Did you send us an email about it? Okay, okay. Is this Trey? Is that your name? Okay, perfect. Let me go ahead and get you in the queue here. And he will be with you as soon as possible, okay? Just hang on for me.
Back in 20.
Oh, shit. Did you have a fusion done?
Did I have what?
Fusion.
I had a plate put in.
Sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Denver's talk station. Online at khow.com.
4, 5, and S1.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Honky Tonk Woman. That's in honor of Kelly. Just kidding, Kelly. Okay, John Fuller is an attorney at law, and we're going to go back to him in a second here. 303-713-TALK if you have any questions on personal injury. We've had emails. Now, quickly, I want to go to, Todd, we have not forgotten about you. I promise you that. I haven't forgotten about you. Smarty Marty has some updates. Go ahead. Smarty Marty, welcome. Always welcome with your updates, sir. What's going on?
Well, actually, Tom, it wasn't all these updates. It was more about Bennett. I understand Bennett was
is on the line.
Yeah, and I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off.
And if he's, let me tell you the story with Bennett as I know it.
Let's bring Bennett up, too. Let's bring Bennett up.
Okay, yes. And I do have one update, and I'm actually typing as we're speaking.
All right, Bennett? Bennett.
Yeah. Hello, Bennett. Hi, Bennett.
Hey, Marty, I can't thank you enough for what you did. There are refunding.
Bennett, let me tell the story real quick. Okay. Bennett is in a search for, he wants to get out of pain of his neuropathy. He hates it. It's in a living hell. And Bennett, I don't have neuropathy, but I'm going through a terrible period right now of pain, a terrible period, and I identify with that.
Take the radio and go listen.
I identify with that, Bennett, with your pain, okay? And pain can overtake your whole life. It can even depress the hell out of you. And you wanted to try anything, right, Bennett?
Yes.
And you tried... Let me back up a little bit.
All right, tell me the problem we're having here.
Before that happened, I spoke with Bennett, and I advised him, and I got to be careful how I word this, that it was my opinion that this was not a chiropractic case. And that's my opinion. And he should listen to his oncologist. Because Bennett relayed to me the cause of his problem was a side effect of a medication according to his oncologist. So it was my opinion, follow the course of the oncologist.
Now, by the way, the reason Marty is talking about chiropractic, he's a retired chiropractor, but what, 40, 50 years, Marty?
Yeah, I graduated in 82.
So Marty did a lot of chiropractic for neuropathy and had some success, but he said it's not good for all neuropathy, especially if the nerve damage or nerve tingling's caused by, or the nerve sensation is caused by medication.
Again, this was my opinion that I wouldn't have gone that route. I think whatever the side effect to the medication was damage maybe to the peripheral nerves, and once he's off the medication, it should heal over time. There was no indication to me of a spinal problem.
And that's chemotherapy he's on right now, the medication. So, Bennett, to make a long story short, you went to another place, and they sold you, what, an $8,000 piece of... A package?
Yeah.
Yes.
An $8,000 package, and Bennett, it was contraindicated, okay? It wasn't indicated, and it pisses me off when medical professionals or so-called professionals recommend stuff that they know damn well isn't going to do any good. And let's just call it like it is, Smarty. You were pissed off, Smarty.
I was angry for two reasons, because I told him not to do this in the first place. However, when you're, like you say, Tom, when you're in a lot of pain, you're looking for answers. And he fell for an advertisement, for neuritis, and he went to this medical clinic, and he saw the word doctor, so he assumed that it was a medical professional. And he paid $8,000, and when I heard about this, I spoke to Bennett, and I gave him advice that to go ask for the money back. Now, I don't know what happened.
Okay, Bennett, and we're talking about Front Range Medical Clinic and Dr. what? What's his name? Anderson. Who's listening? Bennett, you got to turn down your radio, bro. You got to turn it down.
I don't have a radio.
Okay, then it's not. I know, you've been on the show long enough. Somebody's got a radio echoing, but go ahead. What's going on?
Well, basically, I took Marty's advice.
You know what? Hold on. Hold on. Grant, you got to take us off cue, man. You got to turn off the mic in the studio coming through to me. There's too much echo.
Turn off the radio.
Grant, I am hearing the studio coming back to me big time. And is it coming over the board or not?
Hello?
Who is this?
Yes, it is, and I believe someone has it on speakerphone. That could be the only answer.
Who's on a speakerphone listening to the radio show? Just mute everyone, okay? Mute everyone. Just put them on hold. Now let's take one at a time. Bennett, let's take Bennett.
That better, Tom?
Okay. Yes, Bennett. Now tell me, this $8,000 equipment, Dr. Dean Anderson, Front Range Medical Clinic, I'm not going to diss the guy and tell him nothing he has works, but it was definitely not indicated in your case. So what did you do?
Well, I had a couple of treatments, and the stuff he sent home, and talking to Marty, he said, this stuff will not, in his opinion, work. And he advised me to cancel the appointments with the doctor, which I did, and they refunded us about $6,000.
And they kept $2,000. What did they keep $2,000 for?
Well, what they sent me home was where you put your feet in a bucket 2 feet on the side to put electrical shocks in, and they also sent home a thing that you would strap onto your calf and your feet, and it would provide heat.
Are you keeping those?
Well, I have no choice. I mean, I guess I bought them.
Okay, they're used. So you took those, but you got $6,000 back.
Correct.
Now, Bennett, please, don't spend any more money.
Well, you know, Tom, I'm just not sure what to do or where to go to get this resolved.
Okay. Your doctor said the chemo is causing it.
Correct.
Well, that's where you go. You stop your chemo when it's done. When is this course of chemo going to be done?
Tom, I'm not sure. They quit doing the IVs. I'm doing 3 chemo pills in the morning and 3 in the afternoon.
Okay.
And I'm doing those for 14 days.
Okay.
Then I have a week off.
Okay. So why don't we just follow this course? And did you ever call Colorado Pain Care?
No, I did not.
Now listen, Colorado Pain Care will take your your Medicare. They're not going to charge you anything. And at least evaluate you. It's worth a shot. And tell them about the chemo, and maybe they have something that'll work.
Well, absolutely. And what I did do, I also called Panacea, and I got their CBD to see if that helps, and I just got it the other day.
Well, try it. Has it helped? It might take a few days. Did you try it?
Well, I just tried it, Tom. It's an ointment, and I just put it on, and I'm not sure.
Listen, I don't think a topical ointment?
It's in a jar, and it's like oil.
Okay, it's not an eyedropper, right? You're talking about some kind of jar of oil?
Yes.
Okay. I think what you need are the gel caps, but I don't know if they're going to help you anyway, Bennett, to be honest with you. I would go the course of Colorado Pain Care and see if they have any stimulators or stuff that might help while you're going through chemo or something. I mean, they're legit doctors, they're MDs, they take insurance. What else, Doc?
Well, if your oncologist has prescribed this course of chemotherapy, I can't believe that he's never encountered somebody who's had this reaction to it. Did you ask him what he's done for other people with peripheral neuropathy? I mean, that would seem to me a very basic question.
Yeah, what did your oncologist say you could do for it?
Well, the only thing she recommended was having acupuncture. She gave me 2 places.
I am so happy that she's forward-thinking like that. Go ahead.
And they both said, as long as I'm having chemo, they will not do that treatment.
Because they know it's not going to do any good, probably.
Correct.
Well, give them kudos for being honest.
That's kudos there. Okay, those are kudos, I should say. So listen, next thing, Colorado Pain Care.
Tom, I will definitely call them because, like I said...
What harm will it do, Bennett? They're not going to charge you anything beyond Medicare. They take Medicare. They don't balance bill. They're good people. I mean, call them. you can get in very soon. Tell him I told you to call.
I will definitely do that.
And tell him you want it, and they may say they can't do anything, but at least check with these guys.
I will do that.
Okay. Thank you. Now, it's 303-GOT-PAIN, the same number I call, or coloradopaincare.com. And Smarty Marty, thank you bring Smarty Marty back up. Thank you so very much for helping him here because,
I'm going to suggest that equipment he got from the doctor, from the chiropractor, to put it through his insurance. Because if it's something like a TENS unit, because I don't know what it was.
I don't either.
It might be covered.
Yeah.
So I could call the chiro and find out more and see if I can get him more money back. I think he owes them about $1,000 more. And he took advantage, in my opinion. But anyway, I do have one update.
All right, what is it? What is it?
It's the one this morning, Ryan Circo Grease Monkey.
Yeah.
So we're in the middle.
I felt sorry for her because they ruined her car.
Yeah, so I'm in the middle. I went off my usual format of sending an email. I decided to do the three-way call first.
Yeah.
Which wound up being that they want an email anyway. So I'm in the process of formulating an email to the owner of Grease Monkey and document everything that happened to her. And the owner, her private mechanic, is willing to write a statement that it's his professional opinion that Grease Monkey caused the problem. So that's where we stand with that.
All right.
So it's in process.
Appreciate the follow-up. 303-713-8255. We have a lot more to talk about coming back.
The oncologist recommended was acupuncture.
Tom, 1 minute, approval reverse.
Thanks so much. Okay, bye-bye. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Fuck NPR. All right. God damn it. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for calling the Tom Martino Troubleshooter Show. How can I help you? Okay. Okay, what's your name? Alvin? All right. Let me go ahead and put you on hold, and we will get to you as soon as we can, okay? Alvin, hang on for me. Smarty Marty's gone.
10 seconds, approval reverse.
Get a king bed for a queen price and save up to $500 off during the best Memorial Day sale ever. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying purchase.
Go.
Approval Reverse Mortgage is Joan Sullivan and her team, and there are only certain people we recommend for reverse loans to help seniors the way they should be helped, to understand each and every aspect of a reverse loan. Now, reverse loans are not bad things. They're very good things in certain circumstances. You live off your equity. Why leave it? If you can live off it and use it to help you through some maybe hard times, or to fix up your house, or to even save your home. 303-771-3528. 771-3528. ApprovalReverse.com.
Dave Ramsey
here for Water Pros. Let's talk about your water. A source that's a part of life. Harmful cleaners, chemicals, and pharmaceuticals are dumped down the drain daily.
He said I can take up to 3,600 milligrams a day of gabapentin. The most I can take is 3,600, and I have 600 milligram tablets.
Well, how long does it usually last for you? Do you get a peak? You said you got a peak, right?
Yeah, but when it starts wearing off, it makes me nervous. Is that common with shit like that, the nerve medicine?
To get shakes?
Yeah, a little tiny. Well, I think the caffeine's not helping.
Yeah, the caffeine is definitely not helping.
So 600 milligrams 6 times a day is what I'm on. I'm going to cut it back. I'm telling you, it's the only thing that works. I just can't wait to clean my system out. This is the doctor's, his packet. This guy's got it together.
Yep, I mean, they really do.
What's all the buzz about cleaning your nose and making it hygiene?
Yeah.
L2 to 5, I gotta do 2,
What do you
3,
mean,
4.
clean is warranted?
Body's air filter.
That means if these things don't.
Yeah.
It's not perfect.
Man, I'm
That
getting
means if these don't come out.
I would
Mother
definitely.
just go sit out there.
Serious. Like,
Grossman said they can do it. Terry can.
Yeah, but then, does he have
I
an
don't
office
know.
down here?
kind of
Where's his
crazy.
office? Terry's.
Right up near the athletic club.
Oh, okay. So I know we had one up in Boulder.
Oh, no, no, no. He's down here now.
I did invent
He moved a long time ago.
for everyone. In less than 30 seconds, you can clean your nose. And
I
because
just want that. I just want to get better.
It's safe to use Navage every single day. Are you ready to join nearly 3 million people who use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier? At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
You know, I'm thinking of ordering that Le Creuset set and see what happens for $37. My feeling is I'll never get my money back, but it would be worth it to try and do it, just out of curiosity. It's $37, you know? It'll make a good story.
What's up, Mark? Okay, I'll shoot Shannon a text right now. Yep. 1 minute, guys.
Okay, I did not know Leland is actually in today, so
Yeah.
I need to go figure out the studio because we don't have a sock on.
Back in 10.
Afternoons 4 to 6. Hey, it's Dan. Join me today at 4. We'll dive into the latest craziness from D.C. and from the loony left right here in Colorado, and we'll have a lot of fun doing it. Join me at 4.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALKS, 303-713-8255. Okay, I want to get through these calls and help as many people as we can. All right, now, Alan, what's going on, sir? Welcome.
Yeah, I'm out of work, and I've been out of work for three weeks due to neuropathy, or what I suspect is neuropathy.
Now, you could no longer handle it.
Right. And I was told in order to get disability, I should contact you with your legal team, and they could help me get through the process of getting
Enton Law is one of them that does it. You know, they recommend, Alan, that you go through it and get turned down once. I know this sounds terrible, but then they help you through the second term, the second round. You understand, to get Social Security disability, you have to be able to do no work whatsoever.
Okay.
Well, let's ask about that. Where's your neuropathy?
It's in all my muscle groups, my legs, my back.
What are your
my
symptoms?
neck,
What are your
my arms.
symptoms?
I can only work like, it's just muscular pain.
When did it come on?
Oh, about half a year ago.
What was the reason?
Actually, it was more like 3 months ago.
What was the reason? What was the onset? Was there an event? Did anything happen? Did you get diagnosed?
I was diagnosed with diabetes.
Aha. Okay. The type 2 diabetic?
Yeah, it can't be type 1.
Well, yeah, it actually could be, but are you type 1 or 2?
2, I believe.
And Alan, what about your medications? What are you on?
Okay, I got
and what caused you to go get checked?
Well, there's just nerve pain that started in my feet and
So you found out you were diabetic because of
hands.
neuropathy?
No, I was diagnosed with neuropathy, and then it started coming on.
But you had diabetes first. It doesn't go the other way around. You had diabetes first. Okay, so who diagnosed you with diabetes?
It was a doctor that I was seeing, doctor named Bipin Kumar.
What did he do to diagnose you?
He did blood tests on me.
How often? How many fasting blood tests?
Well, it was only one.
Well, you can't tell if you have diabetes with only. What was your A1C? Do you know? Do you know what your blood sugar is?
12.5 when I was...
Wait. Your A1C was 12.5?
Yeah, I believe that's what it was.
Wow. Did you ever get a second opinion? Did you ever go to an endocrinologist?
No.
Did he drink anything and then do a 1, 2, and 3 hour break?
You really need to see a specialist. I mean, listen. I mean, you do. You need to get a second opinion. How long ago were you diagnosed?
About 6 months ago.
Did you change your lifestyle?
Yeah. I've cut out all sugars, intake, and all that.
And carbs.
Well, you didn't say anything about carbs.
Well, carbs are sugar. Exactly the same. Carbs are sugar.
Right.
A bowl of pasta is a bowl of sugar. And a bowl of potatoes, a baked potato is a hunk of sugar. I don't care what people tell you. They're lying to you otherwise. Okay? Now, they're going to say something like glycemic index, and to a point, that's kind of true, but for you, with your A1Cs and everything, you should avoid all carbs.
Brick.
Except trace carbs you find in certain things. But, Alan, that's why you need to see someone who knows what the hell they're doing. That's why you have neuropathy.
Okay.
I mean, don't you want to get better? Of course you do. Are you on medication?
Yeah, I got medication, names of the medication in front of me now.
Are you on metformin?
I don't think that's one of them. Let me look.
Would you do me a favor and just go to another doctor who really knows what they're doing? I mean, is your
doctor seeing another doctor now?
Wait, so this is the second doctor? Did you go see the second doctor yet?
Yes, I've seen that doctor once.
And what did he say or she say?
Well, they drew blood from me as well, and they gotten back to me with the results from that blood drawing.
All right, so your question is, basically, bottom line, you want to know what? If you can get Social Security disability. Okay, it's possible, okay? We'll give you some names off the air to call, okay? We got good people. But I'm more interested in you getting better than you not working. How old are you? Huh?
63.
Okay. Are you ready to toss it in?
Well, I wasn't ready until this started all happening.
All right.
I mean, yeah. I don't think I can go back to work with the pain that I'm having.
All right. Hold on. 303-713-TALK. More coming up.
No, but he needs to get...
Listen,
Now,
Kelly.
Impact Traffic.
Kelly.
This report...
We're here.
What can I do?
You need to give him Enton, Cliff Enton, Enton Law,
Yep.
but also another one not on the referral list. It's Sullivan, and McGuire. And the guy's, McGuire's name is Pete McGuire.
Tom,
And
30 seconds.
It's 691-9868.
Okay,
303.
and you have a Joe Lazara spot coming up. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Why
Okay,
wouldn't
Frank
I?
Duran and Joe Lazara here. 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah, Joe is not John. That's what you were thinking.
Financial management planning to and through retirement. To ensure that you're all set, go to allwithfinancial.com.
Go.
Hey, if you're ever accused of a crime, any crime, DUI is a crime, by the way, you need an attorney. Don't shop when you're under pressure. Put this name away. I hope you never need it, but you may need to recommend it to someone. Joseph A. Lazara, or Joe Lazara. You can find him on my referral list at referralist.com. He'll gladly do a free initial consultation and flat rate pricing. 303-429-6200. Call right away, and then he'll tell you if you need him or not. 303-429-6200. One of my favorite people in the world, Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. If you need help in real estate, buying or selling, you want to list your home, you'll find no one better. If you want to buy, he's a master negotiator on both sides of the transaction. Man, when you use Frank, you'll know you have a friend in the real estate business, and you will have someone who truly is dedicated to helping you. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622.
John, what are you doing?
So Tom wanted me to give you a couple different numbers. The first one is Enton Law, E-N-T-E-N, Law. It's E-N-T-E-N.
You're telling me you get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app? Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas. Does that actually...
And that's 303-333-2222.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TURN for a $5 bonus on your first tank.
333-2222.
Anytime, right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon.
Correct. And then the other one is Sullivan and McGuire. This is a different law firm that might be able to help you, and they are at 303 691
Ready for some good news? How about free windows? How about
9868.
$100 on entrance doors? Hi, I'm Cindy with Dunright Windows and Doors.
Okay.
Old, drafty, noisy windows and doors that
That's Sullivan and McGuire.
AC costs and heating costs are through the roof. And let's face it, you and I both know stuff was out. Okay, get those
Back
windows and doors
prescriptions are ready.
done right.
Okay, they're prescribing a steroid pack. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, just...
MCGUIRE.
Take this whole bunch.
Right, you taper off slowly. It's like 5 and 3.
Does that help
Okay.
a lot? He says
Yeah,
it
it really helps with the swelling.
All right, thanks so much for calling. Good luck. Okay, bye-bye. Hey, Tom,
Yeah.
do you want me to, do you want to end with Todd, and do you want me to reschedule Trey and Alvin for tomorrow?
Yeah.
We're only going to have about 30 seconds when we get back here.
Then
just
I
so you
can't
know.
do that.
Hey, Trey? Are you available tomorrow morning? We're running close to the end of the show. Are you available at 10 a.m.?
The more that I learn about CBD, and I've tried to investigate this, the more thankful I am for my relationship.
And what is the best number to reach you?
Products available at a lower cost per milligram than the run-of-the-mill stuff you find in big box stores.
Hey, Wednesday, I need you to take me and drop me off at a
You got it.
surgical
Is there a
place.
better
So
number
Daphne's
or
gonna
a
pick
better
me up.
time that I could call? I can also do 11
Yes,
or
I'm
12.
getting the epidural
Okay,
for
no problem.
temporary relief. And so if you drop me off,
Okay.
then Daphne can pick me up.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, thanks so much. And I will talk to you tomorrow morning, okay? Okay, thanks. You too. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for calling the Tom Martino Troubleshooter Show. How can I help you? Uh-huh.
One minute.
Yeah, sir. So the best way to kind of deal with that is to actually call them yourself, because it's a little bit different in terms of the advertising that they do. So, yeah. It's probably two different products, sir. But can I put you on hold? Because I got one more call, okay? Hold on. Alvin. Hey, Alvin?
30 seconds.
We're running into the end of the show. Can I go ahead and get a number from you, and can we give you a call tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Yeah,
and
I
then you
wanna
can talk
talk to
about your
him.
pain
That's
management
important.
because they do want to talk to you.
Ten seconds.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. What is the best number to reach you, Alvin?
And more Regal Select Paint from May 17th through the 31st. Visit your nearest Guy Reed location and start the season with a beautiful new color.
Okay, we don't have a lot of time, but John Fuller, Fuller Law, I have a quick question for you. If a guy stops on the side of the road to help someone and he's hit by a car, would he be up for a personal injury lawsuit against the person that hit him, or would that be like, hey, you're not supposed to be doing that, John?
Well, I think that's going to be very, very fact specific. I mean, you're never allowed to just get a free shot at somebody as a driver of a vehicle, but by the same token, that person's negligence for being out in the road might be more of a contributor than the negligence of the vehicle that hit him. And so if it is in
10 seconds,
it would be a bar to absolute recovery.
John Fuller, by the way, Fuller Law, you can find him at referralist.com or 303-597-4500.
Follow Tom Martino at...
Thank you, guys.
Hey, Todd?
Huh?
Hey, we ran out of time today. Can I call you back
All
tomorrow
right, guys,
morning
I'm going
at
to
10 a.m.
disconnect.
and you can come back on?
Okay.
I'm okay?
Now listen, tomorrow, tomorrow, I have a meeting. So do you know how to do this?
Yeah, what?